morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to Rage Quit Radio. We're about to play Game 3 of our Charterstone Legacy series. If you're joining us on Twitch, you've seen us in our little setup banter and between Games 2 and 3, but if you're on YouTube, this will be a new week, a new show, a new episode, and possibly new shenanigans. But
and the same old people.
Same old people, and same clothes, because we recorded the past 2 episodes right before this. This is the same day for us.
That's what he wants you to think.
The same clothes, because don't judge me how I live my life!
Thank you, Dave. We have just rolled the die. We let the first player from the last round roll. Jesus rolled, and it wound up being me. So I'll be the first one to kick us off, but we're about to reveal our objectives and then the initial advancement deck. So, Dave, if you please, show us our objectives.
Show no. The first one is have at least 2 assistant cards.
Hey.
Helping hands. The second one is pay your dues. Have at least 3 influence tokens on the quota chart track.
Not as easily
And
shenanigans
the last
this
one
time.
is amass wealth. Have $6.
Oh,
man.
wow. Okay. We definitely have at least one interesting new card.
And we have our new guidepost.
All right, we'll do that.
Which the new guidepost is score the fewest objectives.
Oh!
I've been really good at that.
I was really good at that last game.
So was
Now,
I.
it's funny, in the first game you scored a lot.
Yeah.
In
Objectives.
these early stages of village building, the Forever King encourages you to focus on progressing the village through construction and unlocking crates. But you're still adjusting to the frequent communications you receive from the Forever King. Before you moved out here, the closest contact you had with him was through tax collectors. Why does he care so much about your little village? So whoever scores the fewest objectives
plot
in this
thickens.
game will be the one that makes the decision for the
And in
guidepost.
that case, the tie is done by the Charterstone die, is it not?
Yes, in the event of that, if there is a tie, the Charterstone die will.
So if
will
no one goes
break
for
the tie.
there, it's whoever gets the first roll. Anyway, advancement deck. We will start with Alejandra. When you use a grandstand, you may gain 1 reputation. Not a bad card.
I liked her.
Kind of bad for this grandstand. We have the Gold Friend, a minor friend. Whenever you use a building in the Gold Charter, to gain coins, gain +1 coin. He's a miner working in the grain fields. I do not understand that one.
Don't judge him. If he's a young man, that's okay.
He's unnamed, but he's got a pick when it's the fields. I don't know.
Maybe he breaks the walls. Maybe he's a toiler.
Here's the other one. For the
field.
same charter, whenever you use a building in this charter, gain VP, gain +1 VP. Yeah, your
Haven't been
charter has
bought yet.
friends.
Yeah. Haven't been bought yet.
Bluto is back. When you place a token on the reputation track, gain 1 VP. And Sasha is back. When you use the Charterstone building, gain 2 VP. I did shuffle these. I shuffled them for about 3 minutes.
So it's all good.
It's a small deck of cards.
Why don't
As
we
bad
go-
as
It's a
it
lot
happens.
bigger now.
It is, but still.
Why don't we go through our capacity and explain what we kept?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Since it's a factor now.
Yes.
I guess we'll go in turn order in that sense. I'm still using the Carpenter persona because I did not unlock a new persona. My capacity is 1 for everything because I won last round. And I paid a price for it. But I got 4 glories, so, in the long run. I'm starting with, for my advancement card, I'm kept Julie, the broker. When I use the cloud port, I gain 1 additional VP. I start with 1 resource, which I chose lumber. I start with 1 minion, and because I built a robot in time, I have a minion. And I start with 1 gold because, base capacity.
I'm going to... So, folks, I'm going to beg forgiveness on this one. I just realized after looking at the box, I accidentally cheated with what I've got here. With advancement cards, you can't keep 2 advancement cards of the same type.
Ah.
So...
Then I messed up too.
Yeah, so I'm not keeping that.
In that case...
And I had Sasha, who I would
And
keep.
I had Alejandra. So why don't we just swap them out?
Yeah,
Then
and
I'll
okay.
shuffle
Well,
everything.
no. Why don't we just put ours in?
Well, no, because I did the same thing.
Who did you have?
Did you have any
He had a
assistant?
friend.
I had that friend.
He had a friend that...
What did you name them?
I didn't name him, but it was the one for here that got extra gold if I spent gold. If I use this building, gave extra gold.
Since we're doing that anyway, I cheated in the opposite direction. And I actually had I had 2 capacity for advancement
That
cards,
was him,
and I only
actually.
kept 1. So I can actually get one of mine back.
Do you remember what you had?
Yes, it was the building. It was the crate building for the greenhouse.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'm going to reshuffle this.
Yeah.
Because that's a bit of a mess.
Just-
Where's your friend? Let me see your friend.
I'm
I'm
glad-
naming your friend.
No.
No, let him name
He's
his
so-
friend.
Name him something then.
Give him the pen. Give him the pen.
Name him Johnny Come Lately.
Confidence.
Okay.
Is it a guy?
We had hash up, but we
I
had
know.
one that we could fix quickly.
Yes.
And worse comes to worse, we had tape to prove it.
Yes, we do. We
Do we have
can
any
go-
comment over there?
Let's see. No one's condemning us for our failures as
Noel.
players.
This is how you know.
Nice.
Because we were waiting for Christmas for him to get named.
No, actually.
Oh Lord.
It's also from the same show.
It's fine. No, you got a theme. I didn't notice.
Point being,
I don't even watch the show. I got it.
He's the
this is how you
executive
can
director
prove
of
we
that
do it
show.
live and we don't edit and retape.
And he's an engineer.
And then we're in. That's fine.
So,
I'm just happy you
I was
jumped on
trying
hard.
not to say that, but okay.
Folks, here's a bottom line you have to realize. With legacy games, mistakes will be made, especially considering a lot of times you're learning the game as you go through.
And
None
we
of
made
us have
one
played
big
this
mistake
before.
of red text that I somehow missed.
Yeah, so 2 games, 2 hash ups, we're good.
All right. New advancement cards after we
Still-
shuffled.
Still not as bad as our early games of Pandemic.
Oh.
God.
When you use a building in the blue charter to gain VP, you gain +1 VP. I believe you had that one
I
last
did.
round. We have the portal. It's back. 2 influence to advance the progress tracker.
hey, Dave.
Unnamed friend. When you use a building in the green charter to gain coins, gain +1 coin. Not all that useful right now. The wood market, however. That is a unconstructed building that has a crate. And we have a friend of Larissa's.
Oh yeah.
When you use a building in her charter, to gain coins, gain 1 more
Make it all
coin.
Which is the same friend I've got with.
Hey,
Yeah.
if I spill shit over my house, that's okay. It's my house.
You want me to wait for you to get back here, Dave?
No, go ahead.
All right. My first turn is simple. Hi, give me wood.
Did you not introduce all our...
Yeah, we're not introducing ourselves again?
Are we gonna...
Oh, well.
We're just gonna
Okay.
pretend that didn't happen?
I mean, I kind of said that I was
So
still
then
the
we'll let
carpenter,
Bro Jesus go.
Miralia.
I think like
Introduce
we just
yourself during
as
your
we
first
go.
turn.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, okay.
I'm
so,
your one of the know, you know me. I'm still playing the same Miralia because I didn't.
Yeah,
know
I
that.
figured you'd be putting that robot
Wood,
down.
please.
We need some lumber. All right.
Okay, what about went there?
All right, so I'm Jesus. That's what I am. And I'm playing the alchemist this time. Her name is
Very good.
Nina.
And what did you keep from the last game?
From last game, I got to up my capacity, so I chose to do it in resource. And I got 3 glory points, which I guess we don't have to tell what we put.
Nah, not necessarily.
only if we've unlocked a row, because that's going to influence.
I kept 2 coal, 1 coin, and I kept the alchemist lab as my
as your advancement card.
advancement card. And I'm going to start this off by spending an influence to grab a grain and a coin, please.
Here's your green, bro.
Thank you.
I am Mike, and this time around I have the inventor persona, which I have named Lady Mubo. Since mistakes have been made during these games.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Basically, just look for every name from the Empyrean Throne to show up as a character in one of my personas, because I'm uninventive today.
Would you like to go ahead and get that wood you'll need? Oh no, you already built that. Never mind.
And what she does is, whenever I retrieve workers, I gain 2 VP if I retrieve 2 robots.
2 robots.
Yep. So first thing I'm going to do is,
What did you keep from the last game?
what I kept from the last game. I have extra capacity, so I have kept Sasha, my assistant inventor, and I have kept the constructed building of my smithy, so that I have the crate.
So, crate
So you
44.
went for advancement cards as your capacity. upgrades.
Yes.
And
So
then you
that's
have
what I did.
1 coin and
1
1
coin
robot.
and 1 robot.
But
Which
no
also
resources because he didn't end the
and
last
I didn't
game
end the
with
game
any.
with any. And one thing that should be worth noted: not only do you have to, when you capacity, you have to have 1. Each advancement card has to be of a different type. Same for your minions.
Yeah.
So
So I can get a chef this round if I up my capacity somehow on,
Yes.
on minions.
we're going to put that over on the refinery.
The refinery, pay an influence.
Yes, I will.
Gain some steel, gain a victory.
and a
point.
victory point. First one on the board with a victory point.
First blood.
That's the same thing happened last game, and let's see how well that ended.
I'm Richie, and this time I'm playing the restaurateur, who I named Toma.
There we go.
It is Toma's, of course, is from the the Sentai show I'm
You don't
currently
have a
obsessing
third one?
over, the current
You didn't have a third one?
Lupin Ranger
I
versus
did,
Cat Ranger. He
but
is
it's the
actually
cat one.
Lupin
No,
Blue
I
and
only have-
is
I only
actually
have one
a
cat.
French chef.
Fittingly enough.
Yes.
What did you choose as your capacity upgrade?
And my capacity upgrade I chose for is the
Advancement
cards.
cards. So you started with
I kept the
Crate number 52.
the building I built, the makeshift, and I kept the friend of Mike's here, Noel.
who does
Well,
VP or
whenever I use a building in Mike's charter that gains coins, I gain extra coin.
right. So you would make it good use of the iron market.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, also my grandfather's name.
Where would you like to
Okay.
place the
With no
token?
And of course,
Oh.
my restaurant tour, what he does whenever I retrieve workers, gain 2 VP if you retrieve at least 2 chefs.
Which he already has one of.
Yeah.
So you need to recruit another chef.
Yes.
Do we have a way to do that?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And-
Yes, the bakery will actually
Oh,
do
the bakery
that.
does that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It takes what?
He's
a
got to get
coin?
some money.
2
for it.
coins
2
for
coins
1 chef and
for-
1 VP.
I haven't
Yes.
quite figured out how to produce cats just yet.
Not quite yet.
Okay.
Which means cats are something she only has.
Mhm. So
They're not in heat right now.
Yeah, it's not the
Give it
season.
time.
It's not the
Give it
season
time.
for cats
What are we
yet.
getting?
Alright.
Oh, iron? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I kept a grain and a coin from last game.
I am Marco Jr. because I finally unlocked my rank 2 person. I kept my assistant Alejandra the Maestro, and I kept the brick market, which I did not build yet. I did not have any resources. I kept the coin, and I upped my capacity for the card to explain why I have 2 cards. And I'm going
Seems
to
to be a
go
common theme.
straight to the kiln, where I will give up an influence and gain 2 bricks.
All right.
Alright, my go then.
There's for
I'm
the
s-
final one.
I'm still playing my Gardener Ralph, which is Detroit Become Human reference. Only I get a. And I also up my capacity for advancement cards, so I can keep my crate and my Hermes dude, so I can get influence back. And I have my 1 cat minion, and I have my 1 pumpkin, and off I go into battle.
Huzzah!
I am going to bounce off to. I had it in my head there this morning, and use my last remaining stuff. Ugh,
You're buying a friend, aren't you?
I am buying a friend.
You're buying your friend,
Come
aren't
here,
you?
friend.
All right.
She's
And that
so
will...
pretty.
Hey, our miner of the grain fields is back as our replacement friend. Anything else, or you just
Nope,
take time
that's
naming?
it. I'm
Okay.
Yeah,
gonna
if I
take
get that guy,
that
I'm naming him Nine Toe Tony.
Oh gosh.
He used to work in the mines, and now he just goes out in the fields and break rocks.
I will also go to the market, so you're gonna get your duder back.
Oh, thanks.
I'm gonna spend 1 and a lumber, and I'm gonna pick up
Somebody's
wood
building.
market, my building, in fact.
And we will replace it with Marcus.
Hey, Marcus is back.
It's a
Whenever
Sherpa.
you
Also, I
advance
tried
the
coming
progress
in.
token, you would gain 1 VP.
He's a good friend.
I'm gonna go to the greenhouse and trade influence for victory point
And a pumpkin.
and a pumpkin.
Not a bad plan.
Okay.
Early influence with finishers, and now we have a windmill, so we can always get it back.
Yeah. So.
In fact, kiln to windmill is a net
Now,
profit.
if someone goes to the refinery,
Mhm.
Mike gets from the robot minion.
An advancement
You
card.
get an advancement card for free.
Okay.
By the same token, if someone goes to the forest,
I get one.
Joe gets it.
And then the cat, when it's on the table,
If anyone uses the building with the cat other than her, she would gain a VP.
Yes.
and then
She's the only one with the cat, so that's why.
whenever,
The chef's over there.
what's the chef do?
The chef, whoever controls the chef, can gain influence. I should have gained one when I put the robot on the table. Oh well.
Oh,
I need
so
to
should I.
remember
So
And we
go
both-
ahead.
Well, I would have gone for this because it was there in the first place. What was still there initially?
Well,
You-
just
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not going to
Just
worry about it.
wait. I
It's
mean,
too
he's
far
got
down.
1 victory point for playing the robot, right?
No,
No.
it's not victory point. We would have gotten free cards for playing our robots.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
So,
Well,
you
Just
know what?
remember
If we want to do it fair, just take the top card.
Take
Okay.
top, yeah, take top
You
blanks.
do that, and I'll
You
take
do
the
have
next
the
one.
option to do that anyway.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
says it is one of the options.
Geppetto!
And I got the lumber mill.
Geppetto's pretty cool.
Geppetto's
Okay.
great.
If you use the Zeppelin.
Okay.
What do we think I'm going to do? I'm going to try and build a thing.
I have not bought this.
Okay.
Ever.
So for me, I am going to
You're just
go
playing your own
to...
strategy.
It worked in game 1. I mean, game 2 not as much, but you have.
I'm going to go to the refinery.
I wanted the guide.
All right.
more than anything.
Now you're using it so
can
you
you
don't.
go to the same spot as your minion?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But he doesn't
I'm
get
not-
the robot.
I don't get the
bonus.
robot bonus because it's me going. So I need another medal and another VP.
Richie.
Okay. Go there.
Spend the medal.
Spin the metal.
Get 3 gold.
Get 3 because I got Noel.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, things change a lot when you have certain cards and the capacity to keep them.
We're just working the coal mines.
The granary,
Mm-hmm.
does it make gold?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
1 influence for a gold.
Put
and
me
a green.
over there. I'm gonna get a grain and a gold, and there's my influence. Thank you.
Yep.
Garden. She gets a pumpkin and a VP.
Pumpkin.
Beans.
The pumpkin girl.
Okay. So Joseph?
I'm debating. Part of me wants to go to the granary because I'll need a grain anyway. Part of me,
Wants to go to the refinery.
no. Part of me wants to go grab just 1 iron and help Richie out. Do you have any interest in getting Co and then bumping me from the market in your turn?
I have yet to even go to the market.
That's why I'm asking.
I mean,
Because I'm willing to bump
well, I mean,
you off the this one so I get a steal, and then you wouldn't have to scoop for a turn.
Well, I mean,
Oh, you have a chef.
I
So
still
it's a
have
chef.
a chef.
Now,
That's
granted,
right.
your chef will have to go here.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I've already got my next
And he
turn
cannot
planned
go
out.
to where I'm at.
Yeah.
Correct.
I've already got my turn planned out. I've already got my next turn planned out.
Yeah, and he has a grain, so even if
Yeah,
I block
so,
the field, he could go to the grain
Mine's
market.
scooping.
Yes.
Or I could. Do you have any interest in anything in the market, or knocking me off of an iron? Or not knocking me off the iron, knocking me back off the granary.
Granary. No, I'm not gonna knock you back off the granary.
Okay.
I don't think I have any interest in the market as of yet.
And I have no interest in the kiln right now because I need.
Because I got the 2 coins. What did I get the 2 coins for? I got the 2 coins so I could build me a robot. Unless somebody puts like one of their little tokens there, and then I'm not going.
I mean, he's the only one with robots right now. On that area. It's a charter specific thing. Well, this kind of.
No, I'm just putting that out there.
I'm
Should
gonna have
somebody
to scoop
decide they want to be
next turn.
marking things, I will avoid the piss out of them. I can go get a chef
I'm preventing you from having to scoop, so pay me the favor back later, maybe.
if I can.
Influence for a gold and a grain.
Coal, please.
I didn't want to have to scoop. But I had to scoop.
Okay, so to me,
I have 2 goals this week.
Everybody has to
Build your alchemy
scoop
lab
sometime.
and
Get the
abuse
guide
it.
post.
I mean, everybody might go for the guidepost.
I'm going to bump myself off of the refinery to get another medal and another VP.
I don't know, man. Those VPs are important. We get a lot of glory.
You're up.
Put me on the building and make chefs. Takes what, 2 gold?
Yeah.
Yep.
Making up.
Avoids having to scoop next round, too.
And you get a victory point, right?
And if anybody else wants a chef,
Now that he's yellow, yeah. Well, I've got my one that I'll keep for the rest of,
All right, so it's my
time.
turn. Guess we won't be doing that. I'll go over here to the smithy.
I'll gain 1
I'll
influence.
pay him 2
you can
gold.
regain 1 influence. Do you want it back?
Nah, I
Or
mean,
you're full, aren't you?
Would
Yeah,
you
I'm
please
at full
hand me a
influence.
robot?
You get a robot.
I got a robot. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I
And
made the
my
chef
first
because of
victory
him. Because of
point.
him.
Right.
You want grain?
No, actually.
Whenever your
I
chief
want
workers
that.
gain 2 VP for at least 2
I was
gold.
gonna
Supposed
you got
to-
2 chefs
oh,
out
right,
there?
you don't
Oh,
want
yeah,
that.
2
You
chefs.
don't.
So I
A
got
payment
two
thing.
chefs now.
So I get 1 victory point, and I get 2 coins,
That's why I made the
To
same.
Kearns. 1, 2.
and I get a.
If you think these coins are not going to mysteriously
Why do you
show
get
up in
another
other games I
Yep.
own after this,
Oh, yeah. I have to scoop. Nobody could help me out. Won't.
okay, to me, Richie, I'm going to do you a solid. Off the iron market.
Iron Iron for 2 gold.
And I'm getting 2 gold.
Your turn, Richie.
Alright.
Spin your other chef, dude.
Oh, the one where I spend influence?
Greenery?
Yeah.
So gold and a green.
That was one of my favorite ones.
I guess I'll just come over here, and since I put him in my world, I will get a brick.
And you get an advancement card.
Because it's the first time you've played a robot.
Oh, come here, two-toed down,
Well,
whatever.
it's whenever he plays a robot, so I'll
Yes.
get it again when I
Mark the
scoop.
stairs back out.
I need a pen, please, because I need to name Nine-Toe Tony. I like that
Oh,
one better.
and I placed the chef, so we
Take
get
it
the,
up.
the influence us.
So you can have your influence back.
Yeah.
Yours.
And that's on to
See,
Kitty.
frankly, though, you get an influence back whenever anybody uses the building with a chef, too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have any influence there, so it's kind of safe to get chef.
Yeah.
Is that the end of your turn?
That was. I named
There's
Nine-Toe
something.
Tony.
Okay.
Where would you like to go?
That's a fantastic question. Let's see.
Greenhouse to force anyone who wants to use anything with pumpkin to give you something, whether it be a worker back or a VP.
But keep in mind, Joe, you only have one building in your
She's been
charter,
influenced.
so
And she didn't go there, so I can actually put
Thank you.
him back.
Pumpkin and a victory.
Give me a lumber, and I will
No, I don't get a
take.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
got
get
it. Alright, got it. Okay.
What does it take to make a robot?
2 coins.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll grab Marcus.
And we replace Marcus with Jessica. Whenever you build a building in this charter, the charter being purple, to gain VP, whenever you use a building to gain VP, gain an extra one. Jessica is the cat lady.
I'm going to
just
the coal market and I'm selling some coal for 2 coins.
Yep.
And I gain a VP for that.
Or no, I don't. Not this time. Never mind. Sorry.
That
Yeah,
was the
that
other
was the other-
card.
that's the other
That was
guy.
card.
All right. I got a scoop.
Did you get anything for scooping?
Not yet.
He would need another robot.
Yeah.
Okay,
I would need another location and another robot.
it's your turn.
Yep. Go there.
Gain a
Gain the
VP.
influence.
And an influence. Get that and a VP.
I'm still not on the board.
I'm scooping.
The rest of the scooping.
Come here, kitty.
Scoop test.
Just scooped him up out of the garden.
I'll do. I'm going to be doing you a solid no matter which one I go to because I need iron. So you can have that back. I'll spend the influence. Give me an iron and a. I'm on the board.
That
Oh, Zeppelin time.
oh, man.
Building.
4 coins.
Yep.
No, it's
3 influence.
Oh,
Just
just 3
three
influence.
3 influence and
And
the
the-
full
and
and
the
the full
cost.
card.
Resources you need.
Sorry. 3 influence, 4 resources, and I'm building the alchemist lab.
Don't forget that you can come over to the windmill and get your influence back.
I'm not too worried about it.
No, why would anybody want to play the game?
We are.
I
We're-
set my own goals and I do what the hell.
There
I
you go.
Yours charters that way.
Don't encourage him. He licks broken glass and plays with fire. Okay, so that's pretty cool. You should encourage him.
All right, alchemist lab is on the table.
Oh yeah.
And you gain. Give him 5 VP, please.
Which allows you to spend a gold and an influence for any 2 resources.
Also, I forgot to mention earlier in the game that Alchemist allows me to pay resources instead of coins when using buildings.
When using buildings.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Allows you to use.
So, for instance, the bakery costs you 2. You
Yeah.
can
You
spend
can use
2
two
any 2 resources instead.
A set of coins.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
You
All
can
right.
come over here and spend an influence and an item and get 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fun.
All right. So
and you
my
get
time.
influence back with the windmill. So I mean, you could
All
eventually
right.
do.
So
cycle
my
that.
robot is going to the smithy
You spend 2 monies,
and get another robot.
get another robot. And you get to pick
and I
a card.
get a card. I'll have Martha Stewart, please.
And the new one is a new friend for my area. Whenever you use a building in this charter to gain gold, gain 1 extra gold. Not that there are any in there.
Not yet.
Not sure.
So you're done,
I'm done.
Richie.
Put that guy there.
Iron market.
And get 3 gold.
Yep. 3.
2
Because he's
plus
got a
1.
bunny.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, he's gonna. He's gonna get.
He
rich
has
quick.
no shortage of money.
Goodness.
Okay.
I am going to go to here, the kiln. I'm going to spend an influence and get 2 brick. And since I went there with a robot, I get to
What would
pick
you
one of
like?
these cards.
Oh man,
I'm going to...
he built the building all ago, didn't he?
Yes, it did.
We didn't move this up one.
Ah, sure. Good call.
This
There's
is your area.
Yeah, and is currently useless.
I'll take a blank. I got the junkyard.
Nice.
Oh, that's the
Larissa,
to market to buy another friend.
what friend are you gonna buy? Is it gonna be Jessica?
How did you know?
Ah, I had an inkling. Replaced with a new friend from your charter. When you use a building this charter, gain VP, gain +1 VP. Which you also don't have right now. You have a windmill, which is
King
great.
PP.
That's hers, not yours.
Oh, it's mine.
Yes,
Oh.
one of your friends.
You have one of the most useful buildings out there within the windmill, but that's,
Nobody wants it. That's
I know. My turn.
I don't care about
Charterstone. Spend.
I like that your priorities are
Oh, no, not
really
Charterstone,
different
sorry,
from
Zeppelin.
anybody else's.
You get your meeple back, so
Thank you.
pay me back later, maybe.
Is there a way to...
Um,
never mind. I know.
three-
The junkyard.
You just saved me so much.
3 influence,
Junkyard's the only way to to cycle those.
Yes.
2 wood, 1 grain, and 1 metal.
Did you get your points for building?
I haven't done that yet because I'm going to
My
do
plan would
that in a second.
exactly as
I will
I-
build a wood market. Sticker.
I've completed both my goals already. I'm happy.
Oh, you did it!
I'm good to
Your
go.
own personal victory.
Yeah, so the rest of this game, you guys can do whatever you want. I had not thought past this point, so I'm kind of like...
All right.
Now you have to get up with a new
Then
goal.
I
Now-
gain 5 VP for building, and then because I use the Zeppelin, I get another 2 because of Geppetto.
Right.
Because Geppetto is awesome,
Right.
You build a building, so that moves the progress tracker.
and I gain an extra VP because I have Marcus from having learned from you. Marcus is good.
Marcus is great. You can also
My
add
turn.
an influence, I think. 'cause you moved with that.
Yes, I will. And yeah, that's a nice little.
That was a good turn. That was a good turn.
Alright, so 2 influence, 4 gold going to the Charterstone.
I'm opening box 20.
Box 20.
Does that move?
And both goals have been
Yes, it does.
Yes. We would trigger income. We still don't have income.
Okay. Cards
We are also only on
36
game 3
and
of cards, so-
37.
Yeah.
If I wanted to score this, I could.
I mean,
Yeah,
it depends because everybody's sitting here.
Uh-oh.
New rule.
Wolves invade.
New rules.
You're not far off.
Oh no!
You can no longer ignore the problems that threaten your village. Luckily, you have the skills to save the village.
Do we though?
New bit. Peril.
Uh-oh.
Place 1 peril token at random on all buildings in charters. Gain peril. When you use a building with a peril token on it, after you gain the benefit, you must also gain the peril token. This is a good thing. Peril buildings. Some buildings have specific types of peril tokens as their cost. To pay the cost, discard those tokens to the general supply. End of game, clear the board of all remaining tokens and return all peril tokens to the general supply. There are bandits, fuel shortage, disrepair, vermin, blight, and famine.
No wolves.
Blight.
Yep.
That's what they want.
New quota.
Blight.
New quote.
Maybe.
Yep, new quota.
Actually, that could be pumpkins. too. Or green.
We have the peril quota. Let's see here.
Turn peril tokens into
Yep.
victory and rep.
So this
Interesting.
is Tuck Box 1.
Will you pull the sticker?
Oh, is that what the shiny thing is?
Who knew the Alchemist Lab would bring upon so much help?
Okay, put it on. You got it.
And
here are
sad to say, not a minion.
part of the general
I'm
supply
pretty
when
sure
we
I know
need
the
them.
other card is the one that's in
Place
there.
this card in the archive.
The hoist
Yep.
house is my name.
And that's a new roll.
I appreciate the fact that the sticker's
So
still colored
then-
correctly so that the background shines through.
Yeah, famine for grain, vermin for
53.
wood, fuel shortage for coal, bandits for brick, apparently,
Man.
blight for pumpkins, and
Let's
disrepair
see here.
for the iron steel monger.
Fucking
So
light.
53, you now have the access to the candle maker where you can turn in 2 black peril tokens for 4 VP. And 256.
Now I have to build this just so I can open its crate.
It's an endless cycle, Justin. I work so I can open crates. Then I get buildings. I have to build buildings so I can open crates. But I've got to get resources. I get resources so I can open
And
crates.
you now have the
You guys are
candle
trying to get
maker.
these victory points. I don't know what the hell all that.
Victory crates.
Hey, a new persona. That's useful. If your worker picks up a fuel shortage token, you may immediately retrieve that worker and gain 1 VP. Nice.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
It's only on one building though.
Yeah, that goes in your charter chest.
Charter chest.
And we don't gain the perils for this game. That's just for every game here on out.
That's the way it read. It's actually part of setup.
Yeah.
So,
Neat.
okay. So my turn.
Yeah. That should end.
And I need to put this in the archive.
You could try and rush it.
Oh yeah. That's definitely what I'm
Oh god. Oh god. Oh dear no.
Blaze
So
ahead.
let's do. Let's see.
I know people need lumber. Come on now.
I know someone wants to get one of those objectives.
You know what? You know what? Watch this. We'll go to the alchemist lab. And I'm going to spend a gold and an influence for 2 lumber.
Ha!
Everybody's gonna be.
I know.
Okay, my turn.
Your turn.
Scoop.
Your 2 chefs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
No, actually, whenever your tree workers
gains
gain
2
2 VP,
VP,
your
2
2
VP.
chefs.
Yeah, it's still a shame. You were about to get the bonus for me using one of your...
I mean, he only has 1 influence over there. And
What
he gets
is
chefs.
the granary, the one that gives you money?
Yeah.
Influence for money and
So-
grain.
Here's my influence. I get the wheat, I get the gold coin, but whenever you use this whenever you use a building in that charter to gain coins, I gain an extra coin.
Okay, so he's got.
I finally have a building that people will come and visit now. Everyone was like,
So now you need a
Well,
robot.
no, you had to
make
have a
people say
building
no.
first.
It was a very lonely charter section. Alright, can you go?
I was in the same boat.
in the greenhouse.
I just need to open this can.
Gain 1 VP.
Gain 2 VP. Because
2
I
VP.
have-
Well, yeah. And a
Because of
pumpkin.
Jessica.
Can I get
3. 1 from the building, 1 from Jessica, 1 because it's a cat.
Oh,
Gain
yeah.
1 more.
Yeah. Success.
That's a busy fucking cat.
Um,
That cat's the mayor. It's got clout.
I'm actually surprised nobody used the refinery, so I have to pick up.
That didn't work out.
That won't.
And I will have to do the same damn thing.
And I'm going to go to the iron market. Which means I'm going to get a dude. There's my iron.
Who'd you like?
The
The guy that gives you VP?
You can go to
let me see Co.
your own world.
Co is the...
Gain an extra VP if you gain a VP from a building. And you have 2 different
and
buildings.
I've
that
got
can
2
do
buildings that do that. So yeah, I'll hold on to Co. So there we go. Seems
You're
good.
I tend to stay in my charter most of the time. I think.
If you think about it, you can strangle
Go to the Charterstone.
Charterstone? Okay. 2 influence, 4 gold.
I have a
For crate.
Oh no.
And we're going to see another crate.
Nina has helped me so far.
What number?
52.
52. You'll pass that to me. Number 52
Did you gain your VP yet?
is the
No.
peril cards.
Do you have anything that
again.
influences that?
No.
So 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5. We're tied.
So the first 2 cards from this are the peril cards.
Okay.
So we're not going to reread those again, obviously. So 119 is the pastry shop.
Okay.
Let's see here. 135. Not 135. 335.
A persona, presumably.
When you get done,
Probably pastry
let's flip
chef.
a card.
Is the baker, which has to do with famine tokens. And a new card gets added to the general supply, which is a new objective. Village Savior. Have at least 4 different types of peril tokens.
Interesting.
So,
We gained an unnamed friend that works out of Jesus' faction. Whenever you use a building in this charter to gain coins, gain +1 coin. I believe it is your turn.
It is. and I've got
That we fully
one
resolved?
dude.
One dude.
One dude.
Start getting influence back.
No. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but
I was gonna say using the brick for something.
let's go over here to the grain market, where I will turn that in.
One
and
gold,
I get,
and you may put.
I get a second gold,
Oh,
because of
actually, this
9
isn't a May.
totem.
It's part of the.
and now I can spend the influence, and I will.
Hi, friend. Let's get 10 together.
Yeah, last time that bit me in the ass.
Hey, I'm not Mike. And I'm gonna stay in the current state of the board. If the game ended, we'd both gain
It's your
10.
turn, dude.
Alrighty. Off I go to my pumpkin market.
You're working.
Gold
Your
and a
pumpkin
2
love, aren't you?
VP.
So
No,
I
3
get-
VP.
By the way, we've opened. That was another use of the Charterstone,
So I
which
get 2
should
money.
move the progress token.
He did.
Yeah.
I did.
You did. Okay.
And I get one.
1 from the
2,
building, 2
3
from Jessica, 3 from 3rd from Ralph.
10. And I need 2 monies, please.
She's got a loot because of those friends.
2 monies.
My turn.
Yep.
I would like a lumber, and I will go ahead and grab you.
So a lumber. Richie.
And that reveals the shoemaker. Return an influence and advancement card into a persona.
You put the persona into play to
Yes.
work with the persona you already have.
Yes.
Yep.
Which is neat.
Yep.
Because you can bear more than one shoe bra. Most people thought it was a hat, a different hat. It was all the
I'm
lives.
thinking Hans. You thinking Hans? Looks like a Hans, maybe.
Yeah, I could see that.
If you have a Hans, we're going to have to get a Gretel eventually.
I'm okay with that.
I was thinking we'd have to get a Franz eventually.
It's
Hansel?
not Hansel.
Hansel? Hansel? It's an old...
Hansel and Gretel.
I'm gonna go to the kiln. And I'll get 2 clay.
I get to draw a card because he went to the kiln.
You get an
Yeah,
advancement
one
card.
of these
Foreign
or one off the
influence.
top.
I'll take the one off the top.
And you got.
Pumpkin Spicery. I can trade money for whatever this is. Shaking hands.
Assistance
Friend.
cards.
No. Friends.
The
I believe.
shaking hands
That's assistant.
It is
Well,
assistance.
is assistant.
Oh, it is assistant. Okay. My bad.
But I can put it in my neighborhood.
Okay. So let's see here. That makes it my turn. Okay. So
So many robots. So much
I'm gonna bump myself off of the alchemist.
Alright. Spend an influence.
1 influence,
1 gold.
1 monies. I'm gonna need a pumpkin and a
McFly.
brick.
You need a robot to control that lab of yours.
Give it due time, sir.
Because that seems like it's
You're right.
really
Yeah.
strong.
I made the alchemist. Like, once I read what the alchemist does, and then I saw what that does, I was like, I can abuse the ever-living shit out of that.
Oh gosh.
So,
Bump him.
I already have an idea in my head for late game for that
An
shit.
influence. And
Gold.
a gold.
Yep.
Draw. Get a brick.
That's what I like about legacy games. I don't have to worry
Would you
about
hand me
doing
my
it
2
in the
red
game.
dudes?
Yes, sir. There you
I'm
are.
just sad because my robot's not going to get anything because of your alchemist lab until you have a robot
Come
there.
back home, everybody.
I'm also gonna. There you go, Richie. that
Oh, that greatly jumped the game forward.
we haven't gotten very far at all.
No, we were on the
I'm about to
influence
say
one.
we barely
We were on the
did anything.
reputation
We
one.
were on.
We've
We
opened what?
were either on 5P or this one.
I think
We were on the
five.
reputation.
I'm
No,
gonna
we
say
were on
we're
the
on
reputation
five.
one.
No,
because
because
No.
nobody.
He
someone
used
could've done it.
reputation
Okay, we're-
earlier. That was
we're-
before 2 buildings. It's on.
We're on the 5P.
5P.
Yeah.
I thought we were on 5P.
Yeah. Okay.
my bad.
Sorry.
Be more careful when
'Cause I tried to
giving
get
Richie his
those,
tokens.
man.
Apparently. Gold and an influence. I'll take 2 more wood, please.
The alchemy lab is good. Oh.
Such a
You
Welcome
need
to
a
my
garbage.
charter, guys.
Popular
It's a pretty
spot.
nice little place. I
All
can,
right, so you get an advancement card.
I can
Mike.
spend 2
Well, let him-
clay for instead of gold because of the alchemist. I can when
Correct.
you make resources
Right.
instead
So you
of
get
gold.
1 VP.
I'm taking the friend for my place.
Well,
How are you doing that?
no.
Oh,
Put
sorry.
that back.
Sorry, no,
You
no,
get
no.
You get a robot.
I thought he said I get an advance.
No, I get an
no,
adventure
he gets
card.
it.
Oh, okay.
You get a robot and a
you
victory
get a
point.
victory point, and now you
I already
get
gave him the victory point.
And I get the advancement card.
You want one there or you want one from the top?
Let me see the one for this place. everyone
Plus one
confusing?
coin, if coined.
Never use a building here to gain money.
There's only one that does
There's only
that.
Only one
building
place
that
that does that.
His are kind of useless. There's a
thanks.
shoemaker. You haven't built buildings that you can use these with.
Nobody comes to my town.
He's
There
the,
you
he
go.
Portal,
has the
or you
only
take one
building
from the
that
top.
produces
I will-
two resources
I will take this
for
guy.
one trade.
Okay, so you're doing the denial method.
Yep.
That reveals the Hoist House. You were looking for that earlier.
That's one
What's that do?
It
It-
gives you minutes.
You trade in an influence for 1 coal and 1 gold.
Okay, so my turn.
Now it is your turn.
All right. We are going to do the Zeppelin.
All right. Do you have anything to influence your victory points for using
Uh,
Zeppelin?
For using the Zeppelin, no.
Okay, so he just gains 5.
So we are going
Tracker
to
has been moved.
do that. There's that. And somehow, mysteriously, there's a lumber mill over there now.
I was hoping
What does
I'd
the
have a
lumber mill
friend.
do?
Influence for 2 woods, because I frankly don't need your forest.
Yeah, the force is pretty useless.
Would you like
Now
to
it
put your
is.
in the corner?
Even
Sure,
before
very
it
much in the
was-
corner.
I
It,
think I
it's
only
it's
went
the
there
it's the
once.
off. Yeah, it's sort of off in the middle of nowhere.
See, I'm
So
placed
here's the
you
thing.
at
That's
Mountfield.
what number's at the bottom of that? Just
3?
the 3?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter at the end game.
I know. Look at this one. That was a 10.
I know. Countermaker's good.
Well, to be fair, I'm the only one to build an 8 so far.
Okay, so
I go.
your go.
All right. So I get that and need 3. So
Bumping him off the Zeppelin.
Yep, yep, yep.
3 influence.
How do you got them there? I can't tell.
And resources
They're
Then
on
give yellow
9.
5.
So he goes up to 14.
to build the pastry shop.
Okay.
Pastry shop.
Would you like to spend an influence to get on the reputation track?
Yes. Put it in the corner right there.
Is that one of his
This
friend's
corner?
cards
Yeah.
or something?
It's because he landed
No,
on
it's
this.
landed
Yeah.
on the reputation of the progress.
Had he not done that, I would have done it.
Yeah.
I would have tried to, anyways.
There's that back.
You guys are building like.
What's that one do?
I'm very tempted
Give up
to
2
go for
famine
that
tokens
right there.
and get
Get
4
4
VP.
pick that up and just
All right, well, I guess I'll come over here,
build more.
spend some influence, and get some
Actually,
lumber.
no. I'd go for the portal or the shoemaker.
Your turn.
Influence for a pumpkin and 3 VP because this is a strategy that we didn't prevent.
Who needs to?
I don't know.
I've got 1 victory point. Do I look like I'm worried about victory points? You rock the world. Your pumpkin queen.
Oh yeah.
With your cat
I'm gonna
name.
go to the wood
Fence.
market.
I'm
I'm
just
straight in
I'm
one
the other
lumber
section of the world.
for 2
I'm
coins.
just throwing bricks
'Cause
at
I
the
have a
kid in
friend
the
that does
pumpkin
that.
patch. I wait for the
And
great
I
pumpkin.
will-
Shut up.
Pop a reputation down,
Ruining it.
which I don't have that one, so we're good.
Okay, there's the lumber that goes away.
Yeah.
All right, Jesus. You can't do
You can't
that.
do that.
I have to
Because
wait
it's
till the
occupied.
It has to go to an unoccupied one.
Fuck it then.
All right.
Interesting strategy.
To
You
me-
didn't want to just get a coal?
I don't care.
Fair enough.
Okay, to me.
To be fair, if no one bumps me off, I have to scoot, so you will have an opportunity to do that.
Okay.
I mean, I'd hate to have a dead turn.
When you
but
scoot,
Mhm.
how does yours read?
What do you mean?
What's it say there?
Oh, I get 2 VP when I scoop 2.
Right,
At least 2
but-
robots.
Just 2 robots. So you could scoop your 2 robots to get 2 VP?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think that's right. I think you have to play all your minions.
no,
I think you have to play all your workers.
you have a choice between placing a worker or scooping all.
So the
Play the
book
game.
says.
Because, I mean, you could just, every 3rd turn, get 2 victory points.
Yeah, but at
Every
the time
other
you're-
turn, she's getting 3.
But you're sacrificing a turn to do
Yeah,
that.
you
Yeah.
have a for what is otherwise a dead turn.
Like me, like right there.
On
I
your
could've done
turn,
something, but I
you
didn't.
must either A, place a worker from your personal supply on the board, or B, retrieve all workers from the
Okay.
board. There are no differences between your workers.
Okay.
So,
Again, in terms of strategy, she's got a 3-point play.
Yeah, but don't you have to... She's got to get a pumpkin.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
turn
she's
1,
got a
get
cycle.
get a pumpkin. Turn 2, she scores 3. Instead of him going turn 1, place a robot. Turn 2, place a robot. Turn 3, scoop for 2.
Yeah, but she's got
Yeah.
this person, this, you know, I mean...
anywho, How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this?
That Weird Al song. Senji.
There you are, sir.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
guys, the Alchemy Lab is. I mean, it's not that bumping.
There's like
So-
a queue.
Like,
wrapping
I know
around the
everybody's
alchemy
just
shop.
like, yo, let me get in.
I ain't been yet.
2 metal.
You think about it, it's not a bad place. Single coins and influence. You get 2 resources, whatever you want.
Right. On the
I can already see how it could be broken.
The far one. No, not that. No.
the granary.
Granary.
Granary, yeah.
Okay.
That.
Influence for 1 gold and 1 grain.
Yep.
Chefs are really good for getting influence back. Got
You
him.
done?
If one of my tokens is on it, can I put the robot there?
No,
Or does it have to
be
be
unoccupied.
unoccupied?
It has to be unoccupied square.
Well, that's never gonna fucking happen. Everybody.
He's going for a quota play. He's spending 3 resources for another reputation and 3 VP for using Cloudport, unless you have something else on top of that.
Nope. Good.
At least it's a cool place to build a cool building.
3 VP and 1 gold or 2 gold?
2 monies.
My other friend.
Alright, time to start my strategy.
Jesus. I'm going to go bump myself off the wood market, sell another lumber for another 2 gold and a reputation. Because I need the gold, and it's the best way for me to get gold right now.
Influence for 2 clay.
Okay, so to me.
You wanna go back to Alchemy?
I'm going to go to my iron market.
So you're going to sell for 2 gold.
So for 2 gold.
Progress bar is not moving nearly as much this time.
Bakery, grain market.
Grain market.
Give it time.
Selling a grain for a gold and a reputation.
Yep.
I'm about to start slinging influence like it ain't nobody.
Or excuse me, yeah. No, what?
Okay, my turn.
Yep.
I will scoop.
Two influence and 4 gold. Do you have anything that influences your victory point gain from a Charterstone?
No.
So you gain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And what crate are we opening?
7.
7.
7.
Well, let's go
I'll
ahead
take
and
that.
up that.
Number 7.
Income!
Incoming crate.
Just don't have to fight over it.
Fight over what?
The crate coming in.
And the question is, do you think this is going to be the minion one?
The Forever King
Probably.
seeks loyal servants to achieve his various objectives, both
Like you do.
public and private.
Oh,
The player who unlocked this crate may gain one private objective card at random. Shuffle the remaining cards that go into the objective deck. On buildings like the Botanical Gardens and the Pavilion, you may gain the top card of the objective deck, not face-up cards that are already on the objective mat. It becomes an objective in your personal supply that only you can accomplish and score. Discard all private objectives at the end of the game.
Interesting.
So you get
Hold on,
Pick
hold
one of
on.
these at random?
I
No,
was
no.
pulling some out.
I'm getting more stuff out. Let's see.
You guys
here.
jumped the gun too
So,
much.
We sure do. We just want to get
25 is a new building for you, the Botanical Gardens, which when you go there and fulfill what it does, you get a private objective, which comes off the top of the deck. Let's see here. That's 25. 223 is your new persona, the Ambassador.
Oh, neat. Oh, he's so fancy.
And then 222, 221, and 220. The 3 new objectives, of which one of these will become your private objective, are Overachiever. Score at least 3 objectives before scoring this one.
Dang.
I could have actually done that one last round.
Let's see here.
That's pretty grindy.
Spread your influence. Have 3 or fewer influence tokens before placing one on this card.
Wow.
And Card
You and I
Mogul.
have that.
Have at least 4 different types of advancement cards. So one of these is just automatically yours.
Neat.
And we have a guidepost that doesn't recommend you doing them. That's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
Here.
So one of those will be your private objective. The other 2 go into the deck.
I have
and you'll discard that at the end of the game.
Yes.
I'm still the only person that has not got a card from this.
I actually haven't got a card from it either.
You haven't? Okay. I thought I was the only one.
Well, you had to. You got a friend.
Larissa is
No.
on her way to a second
I
victory.
got it.
Oh, yeah,
I
he got his given for free.
Yeah, I got it out of the crate.
So that was your turn, right? Any other
That was my
effects?
turn.
Okay, we've accounted for everything. Good to know.
Yep.
Fantasmalicious.
Do I want to open a crate, or do I want to save and make another building?
I love these coins.
Right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and open a crate, and then I'll just have to worry about getting influence later. So I'm gonna be kind of you. It costs
Okay.
me all 4 gold.
Okay, so we have bumped up for Larissa opening a crate.
Okay.
Yep. Now
Okay,
we're
now
again.
bumping up for Joe opening a crate.
Crate number 24. I kind of need a new persona.
You hope.
Yeah.
Card 29.
I gain 1 VP for advancing the progress token. I'll gain another VP later. Yeah.
Uh-oh. We have changed the constructing a building rule.
Oh.
Oh.
Cost. You pay 3 influence tokens instead of... How many is it right there now?
What's a third?
2. It's 2.
Constructing a building is
Yeah.
3 on the Zeppelin.
Okay.
Zeppelin.
It says here, cost. Pay 3 influence tokens plus 4 resources shown in the upper left of the building card unless an alternate cost is shown on the board.
Alternate cost. Oh, my new building is probably another way
It
of
might-
getting
it might be.
making buildings.
Affix the building sticker in your charter. It can be placed on an empty slot or any building with no tokens on it,
Ah, that's how you
there we
replace.
go.
but not your basic resource.
So,
So
basic being
forest, field, it actually says basic. End of campaign value. If you construct a building on top of another building, only the VP of the newer building counts at the end.
Oh.
Interesting.
So that's a rule update.
So that's that. And then 67.
Yeah, I'm probably not building that this round because
We have the constructor, who is, let's see here. You gain 4 victory points and can build a building for 3 gold and 2 influence.
that's
What?
the building.
That's the building once it's
2
used.
gold, 3 gold, 2 influence is not a bad thing.
So I go there, and for 3 gold and 2 influence, I can build a building, and I get 4 victory points.
Yes.
Build the hell out of that.
You get less victory points than if you went to the Zeppelin.
I don't
Right.
care. Build the hell out of that.
And your new persona, apparently you have a decorator.
For buildings I constructed this game, the first time you used them, gained 4 VP.
Yes, build-
That'd be hilarious to have now.
Build the hell out of that and put a robot on there, and I'll help you for the rest of the game.
I can't do that this game.
I don't care. Build it eventually. Put a robot on
Like,
it, and I will feed you.
I
free
literally
assistant
cannot
cards.
do that.
Like, swear to God.
I
Like,
will love building it, but I can't do that this game. I don't think. I can
well,
try.
give you-
All
can I
right, so
give
that's
you
his turn.
seriously? Gosh.
We've given Joe his VP.
No.
No.
Okay, then you need
more.
your VP.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Count them up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He did the one for moving the track, but that was it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't because everything with the Charterstone.
Okay.
I was hoping for
You will get all
new
the-
personality. I got one, so I'm happy.
All right. Jesus.
My turn.
Your
Yep.
turn.
And then I'm gonna spend. I can spend that instead of gold, and my influence for a. I need a lumber and a pumpkin, please.
Hello.
Thank you.
I'm going to bump myself off of the iron market for 2 more gold.
You're up.
Okay.
Looks like you're in Scoop Town. No? You got
No,
one dude?
yeah, one dude.
Scooptown, USA. Population 1.
What? How much? 2 influence?
2 influence.
2 influence, 4
4
gold.
gold.
Oh, 4 gold. Oh my. Hold on.
Yep.
Hold on. Can't do that then.
Until we build doors.
Well, that doesn't open crates.
I don't even care about that. I just need to be able to build every building that comes in my hands without having to buy from there.
So next turn you're gonna use your alchemy lab again.
Oh,
Where's he go?
Farm.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to put that in to get that back.
How much do I need? 3 influence.
Join the cat.
Don't do
Get another.
Give me a pumpkin, please.
Okay.
Do you get something else besides a
You
pumpkin?
want not
3 VP.
And a free VP.
You're scooping, right?
Is it 3 or just
I
A
have
free. I knew you get one.
No, I think I only get 2.
See- Why do you get a second one?
Oh yeah, because Ralph doesn't only triggers on the cost.
Yes, he only triggers on the.
So yeah,
Pumpkin
you
market.
you get 5 VP every 2 turns, as long as you have influence.
Yep.
That is
That's scary.
insane.
We gave her that. No, actually, we gave her that.
Well, that means she has to keep Jessica and keep using Ralph.
Which she doesn't always have the option.
Well, I meant for this game, she's gonna she could get a heck of a lot of glory.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's my
Pumpkin.
turn. I have
All
to scoop.
hail the pumpkin queen. Yes.
Okay.
No choice. Must scoop. The scoops are real.
I'll take gold, please.
And you get a free advancement card out of the track there.
Going for one off
Time
the
for
top.
random.
Rando?
Yeah, because those friends are kind of useless. What did you get?
He got a
Ah.
building he can go ahead and dig the
Got a
Charterstone.
crate.
Charterstone.
I bet it's
You
one of my old
need,
crates.
gold.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I can't.
Does it have the name on it?
Uh,
Right
don't
in
have-
corner?
It was the kiln.
It's
Yep,
one of the
that's
brick
mine.
ones. That's probably
You
what it is.
uh,
Yeah.
It's
you
my
can
old
do
crate.
this without having to get any more influence. If you want to do this, you're gonna have to get some influence back from the window.
Yes.
Alright,
Yeah, I was
so
thinking about that.
we're up to me.
But
Just point that out.
Okay. Do I want 23 or
I got a
do I
scoop, and
want
then I got
44?
place.
Charterstone.
Gotta
Yeah.
live life.
I'm going to the Charterstone.
You have
Here's
nothing that
my
changes your
4.
VP?
No.
Just on
1,
the
2,
charter.
3, 4.
Actually,
5.
yes, I do. 2 more. So I get a total of 7.
Because he has Geppetto.
I have Sasha.
So he has Shasha, which is Charterstone. I have Geppetto, which is up.
Exactly.
Okay, so box 44 is more bad things. It's more.
Yeah.
It's more of the other gimmick, the perils. So 36, 37 we've already done. So card number 104 is the repair shop, and then
Oh, damn. Well, it's too late now.
312.
I should have been getting a VP out of the wood market. It's from Carpenter.
Uh,
I was remembering the gold friend, but not my persona. So I'm out like 3 VP. 2 VP? 2.
The mechanic. Which lets me, if a worker picks up disrepair tokens, I immediately retrieve the worker and gain a VP.
Dope.
Okay, so that will go into my charter bot, my charter chest.
Did we advance the progress for that?
I believe we did. We moved it.
We
from
did.
me getting-
We did.
okay.
Okay, just making sure.
So that's
I'm
that.
sad about missing
You're
those 2 VP
Scoop.
because it's closer
Scoop.
to.
And I get 2 victory points because I scooped up 2 chefs.
You go to 16.
all right, my turn.
I just want 3 more glory.
Give that back to the cheeses.
Thank you.
Here's the influence. Here's the gold. I will take a pumpkin and a wheat.
What else?
Come home,
Buying the rest of us a moment of peace.
No.
Hi, Forrest. I'm going to pull off the top and gain a lumber.
Number. Would you now?
Monument! I'm not building it this game. It's probably a dead card. 2 brick, 1 coal, 1 steel for a monument, which would let me go and spend 1 influence to pick up any
To steal
constructed
any
building.
crate from the player.
I have to wonder, because we've seen them in there now, if that
Yeah.
means it has to be from here rather than there.
You can
And
check.
does it
You
have
can
to be
check a
up?
fact and see if you can steal cards from other players.
We'll do that off camera
Yeah.
after the game.
I'm
Because
gonna go
if
to
there's
the-
not one up there, it kind of gets...
Charterstone here. I'm gonna
Okay.
trade in my 4 resources instead of gold to
Progress.
open box 32.
Well, hold on. Let him.
And
Okay.
progress.
Did you play your 2 influence?
Yes, I've already paid it. I'm gonna pay it over here.
Okay, and are
Alright.
you have any more influence?
Would you
No,
like to
I'm
put
not
an
into
influence
it.
on the?
I don't
You
have
cannot.
He has none left.
So you miss out on 4.
Yep.
Okay.
But I got to open the great, which
I know.
is the primary focus.
It's gonna be funny when you end up with like one of my.
I'm gonna have to
personas.
wind up going to the windmill a couple times just to get everything, get the influence to build the
Okay.
building.
gonna
Namely,
be so
I can
fun.
try to build this.
So
I can
this
try to build this, man.
should be your
I want you to
minion.
build that.
Card 297.
That's technically not my card, so it's gonna be Dave's minions. Let's just put that out there.
Yeah, but
I mean,
you're
you
going to be the
get
one that
free
gets
minion.
one automatically.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
You get
So,
free
in
minion.
terms of what minion you keep could keep
The
this
Golem. Whenever you place a golem or an opponent uses your golem's building, gain any one resource.
Woo!
82
That works really well with that.
is the guard tower, which you spend 2 brick and you get a golem. And let's see here, that's what, 82? And then there's 298.
Golems are kind of cool.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So this is going to be really weird. You get one of his personas. So you get the sculptor.
Whenever you retrieve workers, gain 2 VP if you retrieve at least 2 golems.
I knew that was coming out.
I
Mine's
honestly
in there- mine's in
expected
there
like
too. My
mine
minions
to
are
be in
out.
that.
I ain't worried about it.
Just so everybody knows.
And here is your golem.
You need
And
to
my
name him
persona.
Narco, because he's the evil twin that ran away from home!
Boom. Golem.
It's beautiful.
Golem, golem.
Still want to know how to make the cats, right?
Well, you need to at least start with 2.
Now I have a decision.
So how's it feel to be in the commanding VP lead like I was last time? Because I don't
It's
think anyone's
quite lovely.
catching your
Quite lovely.
little.
Oh,
My
did we
cycle
do-
lab
Did we
going.
do
Go.
my VP points? I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself.
I don't know.
I think we did.
Yeah, because
Because
I did the
wasn't that
VP while
far
he
out
did the
before.
progress. You're leaving Dave in the dust. Is what you're saying.
I was, I guess.
Cut. New.
I
All
kinda wanna
right,
keep-
so that's your turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so to me, well, I'm gonna bounce myself off the iron market.
Chef 2,
Chef the Queen 4.
No.
There.
grain market,
Yeah.
Yep.
getting a
Right.
gold, and you may get a rep.
If you want one.
Which I will, because one thing I keep forgetting to do is every time I spend a chef.
He gets influence back.
Yeah.
From the general supply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ooh.
I build with the Zeppelin, correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
Alright, so here's my 3 influence.
I love this mix and match bullshit.
Here's my 4.
Good job. Just threw a wrench in
You will
everything.
gain.
I know, and I already
Do you
a-
have anything to influence on building?
No, I only get 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It worked perfectly for me. Not even gonna lie. The golem's ability goes right in hand with everything I want to do.
Perfect.
And there's the junkyard. So we can start recycling these cards.
Not bad.
Any 2 resources, you cycle them, and then you get 1.
You shuffle and you get one.
You cycle. You discard the 5, you flip 5 new ones.
Okay.
If you cycle them out and there's not enough, then yes, you
Okay.
shuffle.
And too many.
2 money.
Oh no, not too many. That's the one that gives me the influence. I mean the thing of the duels.
So,
3.
2 VP.
1, 2.
Cat. She used the cat to do it.
Wait,
Cat
but
gets
did you
Right.
spend...
Cat. 1, 2, 3.
Spend 1 to my influence.
1 for the building, 1 for the friend, a third for the cat, not for
Right.
the.
Yeah, not for us.
Right.
All right.
You know, commanding lead and all that jazz.
Huzzah!
You're gonna get a lot of glory.
Huzzah!
I'm
Fear
in an
me and my
interesting
pumpkin
state because
cats.
I don't know if I'd be able to build before the game ends per
If you
se.
could push one of my characters off something, that'd be fucking fantastic.
I've already helped you once, and I'm still waiting for that backup.
I don't know what you mean.
I need gold before I could use the Alchemist Lab. Anyway, Windmill will get him a advancement card. I don't know if there's anything good left to worry about per se.
Oh, I'm building everything in my zone that has nothing to do with my zone. I built the windmill, I built the junkyard.
I can get a grain. I can get the
Oh,
coal.
here. There's no box on that.
I can't knock you off to get the coal per se, but I'd still need 2 influence, which means I need 2 turns with resources at the windmill, and I just don't see that happening.
I'm probably just gonna.
Well, if Justin gets a resource, an influence back,
I mean, he'll just. I mean, he's gonna take that down a little bit.
I don't see myself having 5 turns uninterrupted to try and get this building on the board.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at.
well, no, is it the building that Justin wants?
Yeah.
So maybe that encourages him to get the stupid influence back.
I need. Okay, so I don't have the stuff for the Alchemist Lab. So let's see here. I would need 2 turns just to get the other resources I need. Another 2 turns to get 2 more resources for the windmill. 2 more turns to use those resources.
What'd you spend
to
all
get
yours on then?
the influence. I've got 3 on rep. I've got I've done charter and building already.
Yeah. We've done a
Um,
lot this game.
I would need like 8 turns, or
Well done, sir.
I would need 7
Where'd it go?
turns to be able to build. And in that time, I will be getting no victory points of any kind.
Gosh, no
which
victory
would
points.
be.
I wonder what
I
that
found
would
it.
be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
I gotta be honest, I would like 5 victory points because that would put me up to get 3 glory. That said,
I really like if everyone at this table would complete an objective. That'd be fantastic.
You don't say.
I have a sneaking suspicion that's just going to be a die roll, Chief.
Well, I had plans of doing them. It's just
I had the goal to get the Baker, which could get me at least 1 influence back, which would be nice, but at the same time, I would be forced to try and scoop. And the best way to do that would be using the wood market. Analysis paralysis, thy name is happening right
It
now.
begins.
Find a plan. It can be a bad plan. Just have a plan.
I'll spend a wood. Give me 2 gold and 1 VP.
And you have the option of putting out a rep token if you want.
Yep.
All right. Justin.
I would have done it anyway because of the wood market.
Right.
So, Justin moves the progress tracker for having no influence.
Yep.
And I also have to scoop.
Okay. My
you
time?
could have played your golem.
Only on that one, and I don't have a resource.
Fair enough.
So, my time?
Yep.
All right. I think I want a chef. So there's that. I get a VP, and I now has a chef.
You're blue.
Yep.
Bunch of us on 16.
On the Charterstone.
Yep.
You'll be getting 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And 4.
Progress tracker.
And
I am 53.
number
52.
52.
Was it
53.
53. Yeah, 53.
So number 53 is card 27.
I just don't see it happening. Getting that constructor in time.
The
Too many
biggest
people
thing is-
just.
Hey, income!
I don't want to see.
Oh!
What?
Now that the village is thriving, it is influencing the entire kingdom's culture, technology, military, education, entertainment, and economy. That was a lot of E's. All income buildings have 1 influence token as part of their cost.
All what buildings?
All income buildings.
Oh.
When you use an income building, the influence token you spend is placed on the octagonal icon on the building. So you would put it like that. Each player can place a maximum of 1 influence token on each income building. Whenever income is activated, usually on the progress track, gain the benefits indicated in the upper right of each income building where you have an influence token. Gain the benefits in reverse player order starting with the current player.
What?
We don't have an income building yet.
I know, but what? Like, why are we reversing order? This is not.
That's just in how you get the money.
That's just how you get the money for it. So that's
a
roll
rule.
24, so there's that. Then number 120, which you want to bet it's an income building.
I just don't need to construct a building going into the deck.
I'm sorry. He just tapped out briefly. He may be getting more if he places chefs.
Which is
but-
the banquet hall.
Banquet hall.
And then
Looks like a picnic
336.
basket.
And what's its income?
It costs an influence and 3 gold. And
But
it
you
does
get a
some
minion.
Stuff. Yeah.
Your income on it is you get a minion.
Oh, neat.
And
You get a
something.
chef or any minion?
It's a minion.
Oh, neat. Hey, that's how you can get cats.
And look at the
Yeah,
other.
there's one way to get
There's
cats.
a way to get cats.
There's another symbol.
That symbol's where you put your influence.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you
each
also
person
get
has
the surveyor, I think.
So
Yep, 336.
that's how you get cats. I would love golems.
You can
And
get
guard
any-
towers not getting there yet. Golems for resources. I'm not
You're
going
the
to
first to
complain.
score public objective. Gain 3 VP. That's cool.
Pumping out the alchemist.
Okay.
So
That is
I've
Richie's
already
turn.
scooped on my turn. Go ahead.
Okay.
This is spending an influence for 2 wood. No one likes using The forest.
Because you keep putting a robot on it.
I only have 2 choices. I mean, come on.
And they
Hey.
get more than 1 wood for.
Okay. That's your turn?
That's
my
my
turn starts. Progress tracker moves 1. I gain a VP for that. I will bump myself off the wood market to spend my wood. I cannot put anything in the rep. That's not a problem. I gain 2 gold. And because I used a wood expending building, I gain another victory point. And I caught that before it went to the ground.
Nice.
If I can't
Huzzah.
complete the cost, I can't put the golem on it, correct? He acts as like a worker.
Yeah.
or how's
He's
that
a
work?
worker.
Yeah,
He is a
so
worker.
you have to complete the cost.
Yes.
But benefits are off.
Oh, well, fuck you.
Well, this is your chart
Remember,
here,
you have
so
to put-
you're
Yeah.
I'll start with the small. I'm starting from the
Wait.
bottom. Now I'm here.
yeah. But you're saying like your golem can go on any of these. Like you can put your golem there.
Yeah, well,
No, it's occupied by his robot.
now it
Wait,
is.
No.
could
If he,
have.
if he didn't use his robot, he could put
Oh,
the
yeah.
golem
Well,
there, and he
actually-
would get 2 resources. He would get any one, and he would get the
Like
coal.
coal, and what would you like in top?
Let me
A
get
wood or a pumpkin would work for your candle maker project.
pumpkin.
Would you like to visit the forest on your next turn? For the hell of it? I don't think it's gonna matter.
And
but,
that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, so to me, what do I want to do? What do I want to do?
I
What do I wanna do?
The forest for wood.
Oh, actually, this is interesting.
Yeah, I'll see why not.
Let's see here. So I'm going to put my chef at the refinery.
You gain
By
1
virtue of
influence
using
back
the
from
chef,
general
gets me 1 from
supply.
the general supply. I have to spend an influence first,
Basically
so,
spend
so
back.
I get the 1.
Pay
I
for
get a
itself.
medal and I get a victory point.
And
Alright.
the chef does it for free for you.
Yeah, effectively.
Cool.
So, I don't have any influence. So do that for 1.
Mhm.
Put the chef on the field.
Gain a grain.
Gain a grain.
Gain an influence back.
Gain influence back.
Okay.
Dave,
I'm thinking.
gotcha. I can understand that.
I'm going to spend 2 resources. Cycle these stupid cards. Discard them all.
And these 3, this
All
gets forward.
5.
All 5.
All 5 are gone. They are
So
all
I
just-
get the choice of Bluto. I get the option of a drafting room, which I could spend steel to do something. I have no idea what that is.
That was actually one of mine.
That was one of mine.
That was one of
Yeah,
mine.
that would get you a constructed.
that would get you.
unconstructed
That would get you
building.
an unconstructed building.
Okay. Then there is the distillery, where I spend 1 wheat and get a friend.
That was one I had.
There's a
earlier.
friend here who, in the gold area, whenever you use this building in this charter to gain VP, gain an extra one. And then there's a person here in the Cheese Town, whenever you use the building in this one to gain a VP, gain another VP. So we're not getting any of those guys.
Building to try and make, or Bluto in hopes of getting another rep down there?
You know what? Do I have to take those, or can I take the blank one?
It has to be one of the 5 that get flipped.
That's what I thought. Damn. Take the distillery.
What's friends?
Oh, there's a lot of friends in the boat in the game.
Hoist house.
You're up.
Okay, she still has influence.
She's gonna get 2 brick.
Hey, she's not going to one of the cat pumpkin places.
Shocker! It's like she might be trying to build that. What is it? Technical Gardens. My turn. Progress tracker moves, and I gain a point. Because, you're right. Marcus is really good.
He's a good friend.
I'm gonna go. Well, you're gonna be visiting the forest, right? For that wood.
It actually is about the only way you're going to get wood now, because you're out of influence.
Well,
Unless you wanted to scoop for your golem, or pray somebody goes there.
I had a whole another thing lined up.
Oh, okay. Well, you do you, Chief.
You, Mr. I want to build the world?
Bluto.
Yeah.
I was going to trade the coal for a
He's not had
resource,
two
go back
systems.
and trade the pumpkin for 2 resources, and then just turn that around for 1 + 2, 1 + 2, and then
Oh.
a couple turns later you got all the shit.
Is that? Do you mind if I do that?
But I'll just go there.
Would
because
you have
the
wanted the
game's almost
distillery?
Me?
Yeah, I'd rather have Bluto. I made a mistake.
You can have Bluto. I don't care. I'm not going to be getting a building to try and build at this
Right.
point. Me, no influence, you know?
But yes, I'll be going to the forest. I have no reason not to. I can't do anything else in this game.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. If you go to the forest, I'll go to the mine, because I'm going to need a resource to get an influence. By going to the mine, you can pick up your other influence, the other thing you need, because you could build the candle maker that way. Oh, you want to build the guard tower, I see.
You guys, don't you need influence to build stuff?
Yes.
I mean, eventually,
Get
well,
some
yeah.
damn influence.
I need a resource to go to the button. I need to get a... I'm looking for that, we'll put it that way.
That depends, because he's low on resources. Everybody's low on influence.
You know
at this
what?
point.
Yeah, but there's still at
I
least
played a
two.
robot.
Yes, you did.
Screw it, I keep both of them.
Okay.
My other option was I'm throwing my robot on the Alchemist Lab, and I'm sitting back and watching just bring in money.
You can't, 'cause you
You'll
have
bring
influence to
parts
spend at the
I
Alchemist
know.
Lab to
That'd be the first time I've ever gotten in those, so we'll see how that goes. I'm slowly putting my feet in the water here.
Go to the garden for a pumpkin just to say I got a garden pumpkin without having to pay a cost to Larissa.
For the benefit of my own self for now, I'm gonna,
Can't.
I can't do it anyway.
You have the influence.
Fuck me sideways.
That's what I'm saying. Go to the forest.
Yeah, I'll go to the forest.
Yay.
Yeah, lumber, please.
I'm taking from the top. I gained the shoemaker, which is not going to be built this game.
Right?
Alright. I scoop. Which gives me 2 VP.
And a chef.
You are blue.
Yeah, I'm blue.
You're back tied with me.
What gets you 2 VP?
Because he
Scoop,
scooped
scoop,
two
scoop,
robots.
scoop me 2 robots.
Oh, okay.
You're
Just
up.
like you with chefs.
Oh, okay.
You both have that particular persona.
Just where?
No.
Help me out, brother.
Say the name!
I can't remember the name of it.
Is there a chef on it?
Yes.
What does
This
it
one.
do?
Yes.
Okay.
He wants
Grain
to
for
tie me
money
on the
and-
rep.
Pay a wheat.
Pay wheat.
Yep.
Gain gold.
A gold.
Do you gain any extra gold? No,
No.
not this game. That was last
And I
game.
can put influence on the
Yes.
And that runs him out of influence
again.
for the moment.
Yeah. So I'm just riding the
I'm thinking more for the moment. You have chefs, and you're gonna have to scoop next turn.
Well,
I
here.
think.
I'll help you.
Oh.
Go ahead, Larissa.
Come on home, everybody. My turn. I progress that. I gain a point. Yay! I hit the benchmark I wanted, and I scoop.
Justin has no influence. Move the thing.
move the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna go to here.
Spend the resource, gain an influence.
Give up the coal. And I'll get an influence.
See, that's good if you don't have the assistant who lets you use the treasury to get a gold off of it at the same time.
And that will end my turn, diddly-doo.
Okay. I'm going to head to the iron
Market.
Market. Yep. And I'll have 2 gold.
Your turn.
You get a scoop.
Which I get 2
2
victory
VP.
points. So let's put up 2 chefs.
Suddenly, Larissa's not as much in the lead because she shut her engine down for other purposes, but she's about to build, I think.
Scalded, correct.
Yeah, you have enough to build.
Justin, have your dude back.
Thank you, sir.
And I'll trade the wheat in for an influence.
Larissa, would you like to build?
Of course I would.
Do you have anything to influence building?
I do
VP?
not.
So, progress for her building.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Progress the victory points.
She did, and we moved the progression, so now the only time is to build the building.
Build
Did she
that
get the influence?
building.
She did. She got everything she wanted.
Okay.
Coins
No,
are
she hadn't
considered
paid the
part of
influence
the
yet.
resource.
Or did you have 6?
No,
Are
you're
the
not
coins
gonna
considered
So
part of
that-
the
those
resource
three-
or no?
No, they are not a
considered
resource.
Okay.
No, no.
What is another resource?
The
Money.
Oh, no.
Just making sure.
Well, that makes sense. What
Who was the first player? Joe.
Joe. So the game will end with Larissa.
Okay, my turn?
Yes.
Shockingly, I'm not going to the forest. Hey, Dave.
Do you have any influence?
No. Progressive tracker, I gain 1. But I'm about to buy an influence back, because I'm about to send that pumpkin back and say, give me an influence, please.
There you are.
Now, Cheese's turn. He has influence again. No progress.
Yeah.
I thought I had a resource left. I hope I didn't drop it.
You didn't drop it either.
Maybe I did. I don't know. We'll look in a minute.
Okay, so
Sorry,
what are you
I'm
doing,
thinking-
Jesus?
I'm trying to think about what I want to do.
Does
What
he
is-
have any influence?
He
I have
does.
one
He has one
influence.
influence now. I'm kind of digging this game.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like
interesting. A fully stocked out Charterstone is going to get very interesting. It
Yeah.
just depends on what buildings are still there.
Yeah. Presumably, there's no way to go through the entire index in one game, or in like one campaign.
I'm gonna go to. That's what let me see. Two MVP there, so that's pointless. Yeah, all that shit's pointless. I'm just going to. I mean, I'm pretty much just riding this out till this game ends, so I'm just gonna throw a robot down here. Trade the influence.
Do you have
and
money?
Lumber. I have
He's-
You
resources.
can use
Yeah,
resources
nice.
instead. Fair enough. So you get any
Influence.
2 resources.
And I'm gonna take. Two clay.
Okay.
Oh God, come here.
All right. To me,
Now you're out of influence again.
Well, at this point, the game. Just
the
goes on.
chef is going to
Oh.
go to
There's time.
to my mine, whatever the heck that is.
The cave.
Cave. Yep.
So you just get a war.
Get a medal,
And gets a influence
and I get
back.
an influence token back.
This is how a game could drag on, is the chef.
Yeah.
Chefs particularly.
Eventually, someone will put this. I mean, I guess if everybody just agreed, like, hey, I'll run to your influence. Let's ride this up.
The thing on the end there.
The granary.
Back one. No, back.
Granary.
Influence for
So-
I get influence
wheat.
back.
He gains an
And
influence
a
back, which he will
gold.
immediately spend, and he gets a gold and a grain.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. I get a total of 4 victory points. There's the 2 gold.
Sure.
Treasury, sell a resource for
Monies.
Money and influence.
Money and influence. You are purple.
Yeah.
But she did not
Are
have
there
one.
influence?
Would you like to spend? Does she have to do it when it
Oh,
moves?
treasury. Hermes. Right?
So that moved at the very beginning of her turn.
Right. She didn't have it.
She didn't
Didn't
have
have
it
it.
to do it, so she couldn't do it.
All right.
Okay.
It's going to progress 1 for him. Everybody else has influence right now.
Yes, except for.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if anybody can build and charter. You don't have the money to charter. You don't have the stuff to build. You don't have stuff to build. Okay, so it's at least 1 more round. I'd love to get a baker for next game because that's really powerful.
Well, you can only keep 1 minion, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd have to give up the robot, which I'm kind of okay with. But I
Well, we
think
get-
for now,
If you're a non-winner, you get to choose another capacity, right?
Well,
At the moment you do. So the rules don't change it.
it depends on what that thing does right there.
Yep.
remember, that was that specific
True.
guidepost got you the capacity.
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, Dave, you don't have to scoop. I'm going to the Cloudport as well. I kind of loathe the fact that you picked that particular one, but at the same time,
To be clear, that guidepost changed the end game rule
Oh, okay.
to where non-winners increase
Oh,
their capacity by
okay.
1.
Because I'm a nice.
one,
So we always do that?
2.
If
Until the
you're
rule
not-
changes again.
Cool.
I will go here, place my influence there,
Which nobody
chuck these
has.
2 to the discard pile.
So you get
Again,
a total of 4 at least,
3 for the Cloudport, 1 for Julie,
and 1 for that one, for putting it here.
Yeah, so I get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I have no influence, so that's going to be
Yeah.
Justin.
Justin gets
Okay.
progressed.
Alright, and then I had made a decision to go to.
If you don't get influence, next round's the end round. If you do gain influence, there's possible it goes another round depending on.
How much influence
The
do
lo-
you have?
I have none.
Okay.
That's why I was like trying to figure out if
Yeah,
there would
it'll
be 2
drop
rounds.
2. Yeah.
I will get one more round. I don't know when I'm using it yet.
Will it go back around again since he starts it? Like
Yeah, if we get
Okay.
to Joe, then we finish that round.
Yeah, I'm fine with that then. So mine, we've already progressed it for me, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you do not gain influence, then the next round is guaranteed the last one.
Because I'll progress it once, you'll progress it once, and that ends it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go to balls.
You're going to go to balls?
Going to balls. I don't know what to do. I'm just.
Well, there is a
Gain
ball
VP.
stake.
Can you gain VP from any source here? You have... you're the alchemist, so you can spend resources at a coins. You could make a robot to gain a VP that way, if you wanted VP. You
Probably also do it on the shaft.
Wait, what's that
yeah.
mean?
There's also straight up the pumpkin market.
That's
also
fine,
that.
just grinding VP out.
It would get you a gold for next round, though, which you have no gold.
Yeah.
So that is probably the best option, is to get you one
I was
gold.
trying to think of what can I get to like put in my little.
It'd also get you 1 VP, so if somehow you get enough VP, you'd get 2 glory instead of 1 glory. Not counting who gets the guidepost, because that's going to be a crapshoot.
So turn that in.
Turn my pumpkin in, and I'll take one.
I don't think I will get the guidepost.
1 gold and 1 VP.
So I suspect he's going to go ahead and complete some objectives.
I'm going to complete an objective.
Oh, okay. If you're going to
Grandstand.
All right. So to me,
I don't have the influence for grandstand. That's a
alrighty
good
then.
point. Then again, my next move is guaranteed. So I can't buy a chef.
Iron Market.
Aw. Yeah. I realized I couldn't buy a chef. Shame.
You're up.
Yep. Chef. The first one right here. No, that one. Yeah.
Okay, grain market. So spend a grain. Here's your gold.
And a grain. Get a gold.
And do you want to put an influence on the rep track? Of
He's
course you
stealing
do.
it from me. Not that it matters. We both gain the glory, but he is aiming for the win now.
Yes.
Well, there's only 3 of us up here, right?
At the moment, yeah.
I didn't want to gain VP. Suddenly, I realized.
I will grandstand. I will complete having 2 partners. I get a total of 6 points because of Alejandra,
I could see the 19.
and that moves that, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it
yeah.
does.
I don't think anybody's going to bump my dude, so I'm pretty much out of the
No,
game.
and Larissa has a minion, so she can't trigger the ender. But getting. You're getting 1 for the cat, 1 for the greenhouse, and 1 for a friend? 1, 2, 3.
I was hoping to hit 20.
Thank you, because I wanted the capacity. I didn't want the win per se.
You'll hit
but
20 off of rep anyway because you're in third. All right. Joe has no influence,
So I
this
gain
is
1
the final
regardless.
round.
Final round.
Trademark pending.
You got to robe it.
Yeah, no, I have. Well, I could scoop too. It doesn't really matter in that regard. It's more of because I'm going to get the wood.
Can't go someplace that's occupied.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I have to
do
scoop. Yeah. Please gain 1 more VP somehow.
I've scooped too.
Someone gain her 1 VP. I don't want to tie with her.
But that's the end of it.
Well,
you know,
no, you
get
get
your turn.
Someone just sends me back my dude. I can do
For me,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Charterstone.
Oh, well, this could.
So there's that. There's that. I gained 7.
So that puts you up to 26.
Yep. And this is off of number 23. So what does 23 do? First read number 60. Item cards. With the village flourishing, the demand on local craftsmen is vastly exceeding supply. You offer your skills to help fill back orders. The player who unlocked this may gain one item card at random, and the remaining item cards will be shuffled into the deck. Gather resources to fill orders for items in your personal supply. When an item is completed on your turn, pay the resources to the general supply and gain the benefit shown on the item card. Then
Does
you
that take
discard
an
the
action?
card. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm guessing. It's like anything else. You may eventually construct some buildings where you can pay/discard item cards to gain VP as indicated on the building. That is a new rule, so that's number 12. And then card 61 will probably be a building I'm not building this turn.
This is relevant. It's when an item is completed on your turn,
Right.
you pay the resources to the general supply and gain the benefit.
Right.
It doesn't take an action.
Okay.
You gain resources. If it fills the order, you can use the item immediately.
And I get a crafter building that I'm probably not going to do. And then 271
By the way, I was right. I was counting a number of turns. There's no way I was getting that constructor out.
is going to get me one of Joe's people,
Oh.
the crafter, as a new persona. When you use a building to gain an item, gain 2 victory points and money.
Ooh, I'm salty. No, actually, I've got what I want for next round, regardless.
And then 259 to 270.
Oh, that's slightly off kilter.
Okay. And 271. 271. Hold on a second.
New objective.
No, 271 was the crafter. Okay, so pumpkin pie, jack-o'-lantern, torches, all kinds of cool stuff. I'm not going to bother reading them all. We'll see them when they come up in games. So
You get one randomly.
I get one at random.
It's their advancement cards.
Okay.
You know, robots are going to fetch orders, but good luck completing. That seems to be what's going to be the difficult part. Is getting the resource for them.
Loaf bread.
2 green and
2 green and a brick.
brick for.
And what do you get for completing it?
5 victory points and an influence.
Shuffle that.
The ability to
discard.
play and no, you get an influence
I
back.
just get an influence and 5 victory points.
The fact that they gain influence is actually really strong. And those go into the discard pile after completing.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, you're up.
That's a totally different mechanic to the game.
Alrighty.
You may want to get a resource or something so you have it for the
Yeah.
next. Dude, grab your grain and bump me off so I can get one too.
All this money I didn't get to spend.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Bump him off.
Thank you.
I get a grain.
I'll just keep that right there.
Yep.
Unless you're wanting some other resource.
Who knows? Oh, it's my turn. I gotta know.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I guess I get a wood. Since it's finally free of robots.
All my people come home and we are done.
And that
All right.
is the end of this game. Alright, so.
Did she already go?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She-
she had nothing else to do but scoop.
Yeah.
Okay, so first off, we have a tie.
Yeah, before I do this, he completed an objective. No one-
Anybody but red.
So
So if it
everything
rolls
but
red,
red.
roll.
Tell you what, since that's the case, red rolls it.
Good job.
Black.
Nope.
Hey, that is
That's him again.
It is.
Yes.
Jesus gets the guidepost.
Okay. So
Chosen one.
that's going to be another glory for Jesus.
So we'll put that here once we figured out what your option is.
Yeah.
I got everything I wanted out of that game. I built that building.
You got the guidepost.
Got
Small
open the
victories.
crate. got
Came
the
in last in
guidepost.
victory points.
Ah, fuck that.
To be fair, that's capacity, and I'm going to be hurting for capacity because I didn't want to
If this
tie,
doesn't change
and
it.
I hope you gain VP off of this guidepost that more than I do.
Okay.
I guess we'll find out.
So,
Because I'm going to be hurting.
if you would like the end of campaign building values to calculate, hold on. If you would like to include the end of campaign building values when calculating VP totals for this game,
For the record, he's going to gain more than.
Is it just for me? Is that everybody?
I'm going to assume it's probably
And
for
he's
everybody.
gaining a hell of a lot.
Oh, these are my choices.
Yeah, if you would like to do that, and that is the Happy King answer, then we will open crate C. If you would prefer not to have building values factor into this game's score, which is the Angry King outcome, then we will open crate D.
Hey, we had a happy king last time. Let's keep the king happy.
Now, what pushed me ahead of him in VP and victory points?
He's going to gain like
I'm only going to gain
20
10 or
something
9.
victory points. You're
Really?
going to gain.
You're going to gain how much?
No, excuse me. She'll gain
You're gonna gain how much?
13.
9.
So that's going to get you to at least 2 glory.
I'll get 20.
He's going to gain
Yeah, but I
10
end up
rep.
giving
10
everybody
from rep.
extra glory.
So he's going to be at 33 because you're not getting anything.
You're
from
already
rep.
getting some extra.
He will
You'll
take
get
the win
3
from it.
instead of 1.
Really?
You will
Three
get
stood two.
capacity instead of the victory
I'm going
because
with
he
the
has
Angry
way
King.
more.
Okay, the decision has been made.
Angry
The Angry King.
Oh, well.
So
And what does that do?
it opens crate D.
Oh, there's just There's no other. It's just.
Well,
either,
I'll find out when I read it.
Well, what I mean is, it was either bonus points or not.
As far as we know
Well,
so
yeah,
far.
it's either bonus points or open a crate, pretty much.
Well, they both open a crate.
They both open a
The-
crate.
The happy one opens crate C.
Yeah.
The unhappy one opens crate D.
You traded an extra point of glory.
Yeah, I'm
Effect.
to piss off the king.
so that I don't get. I didn't want the rest of you to have extra glory. Fuck that. You guys are like way up there.
Yeah.
Especially her. Hell no. You know, like, the last thing we need is her like running off.
He would have gained like 2 glory just from that.
Yeah.
16, 19, 22, 23 extra points.
Yeah, not worth it.
Plus 10 from what you're going to get from rep in a moment. Yeah, he would have gained.
Me getting 1 extra glory point to give someone 2 extra glory points is total. Just doesn't seem.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just wishing she had gotten 1 somehow. Marcus stabbed me in the back at the end because nobody else finished that last progress marker.
Alright, so here it is. Ambivalence. The Forever King is aghast that you chose to focus on anything other than the values of the village's buildings. He needs the village to grow at a rapid pace, and it doesn't seem like your interests align with his. His retribution is swift and decisive. As a group, decide the name of the village and write it on the board. If there are any charters without names, they will get named now, but they all have names. So we do need a name for the village. And then read this card to all players. Is there something underneath it? What the bloody hell? Oh, guidepost card. Never mind.
What would we like to name the village?
And this is story 7. There you go. Cheese's Folly.
This is how you
We
don't.
should
get-
call it
Oh.
Taizen, which is Sentai reversed.
That's a good one. I have for my vote Rakar. R-A-Q-A-R. So it's RQR forward and backwards.
Ah.
That's not bad.
But yours is good.
We could go with Ricard Tyson because what is it going to be? T-A-I-S-E-N, which is also the Japanese word for war.
Oh yeah! Oh,
we'll go
beautiful!
Ricard Tyson.
Oh, it's a good.
We will add that to the
We will add
village
that to the
off
board.
screen because we got to add our charters.
And our guidepost for our next game will be temporary rules.
Oh boy.
After placing the progress token for the Game 4 setup, because Jesus was a dick, we will regress the token 2 spaces, making the game longer.
Oh, that's why.
Extra signal to
Making the game longer is not exactly a bad
See,
thing, to be honest.
Not
really
always,
mad
but-
about
Okay,
that, 'cause it takes me a while.
so that's all the guidepost
That's
specific,
all the
which means
guidepost
we will
specific
move
stuff.
on to normal end of game rules.
Correct.
End of game storing in player order. Gain VP for reputation persona cards. No one has persona cards. I had the second most rep because he swung in behind at the end.
Yeah.
So I gained 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's kind of a problem. I wanted the capacity, not the win.
So that is going to take bump, 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 bump. Okay.
You don't have a persona with an hourglass, right? That's not an Nino.
I don't believe anyone.
You
does.
have no rep. Yeah, I'm asking just to be
Yeah,
safe.
yeah.
You had no reputation. You gain nothing from rep.
No one
You
knows.
know, you gain 10. That puts you up from 23 to 33.
Oh, I would have loved for that to have ended in a 3-way tie.
Right.
I'd have preferred that.
And that way only 3 of us would get more capacity.
Yep.
Well, I get 4 points then.
You get 4, which will put you above the 20 mark.
There you go.
Which is kind of nice. That's reputation. Glory. You gain 1 plus 1 from the guidepost.
Correct.
Dave gets 2.
I
Mike
get
gets
2.
2. We each will gain 3. You and I are winners.
Sure are.
Everybody else increases the capacity for one type of component on your charter chest.
So you.
Meaning Mike, Dave, and Jesus.
Which one of these do I want to keep?
The cheese.
Me too. I didn't quite.
Oh, yeah.
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 4 people, not 3.
It's like, oh, what you talking about, Willis? I no.
I will return these to the pile. Since I up my capacity to a 3rd card, and I have to keep 3 different cards, there's a building, there's an assistant, and there is a friend.
Fair enough.
How many glory did I get?
3.
Okay.
I've got 1 coin.
But our winners for this game Larissa and Joe,
Once again, you won on a tie, just with a different person.
Yeah.
which also means that let's see here. You've now won 2,
And she's
She's won.
and she's won 2.
And
So
I've won 1.
So, folks, there we are so far. The rest of this we can wrap up off camera.
Yeah, we'll
So-
wrap the rest off.
We've got
off
5
camera.
victories out of 3 games.
I believe this is going to be the last game of Charterstone played today.
It is.
So for both, well, there may be an ad hoc
Jesus, get over
game
here where
coming
people
on
can
Twitch.
see you. No, there's not.
No? Okay.
But we may
Jesus,
talk
come
for
on.
a few minutes. Jesus, come over here so people can at least
Get up
see you
and in.
for this last part.
Okay.
We have been folks not appearing on YouTube these last couple of videos. You're going to have to bend down a little bit so people can see.
Right
He
here.
likes
Yeah,
tall.
between the two of them.
Folks, thank you for joining us today, whether you've been joining us on Twitch on the live stream or if you're joining us on the 3rd episode of Charterstone over on YouTube. It's been fun. This game is definitely getting creative. What's our take? Let's go ahead and get some takeaways since we're wrapping up for the day. What are your thoughts so far on Charterstone? I guess we'll start at Richie and work back this way.
Interesting. It's like
Where's your phone?
it's
So this is your first. Is this your first Legacy game?
yes.
Okay. Not your first worker placement game,
No.
obviously.
No.
So, as a Legacy worker placement game, what do you think? Where,
I can see doing this a few times.
since the decisions you make in the first game are going to have ramifications on every game that comes after.
Yeah.
They're going to haunt me forevermore of screwing up because I wanted the extra capacity. And
Your
I just wanted to
meatballs.
I wanted to make sure I got the 3rd glory point, but I just wanted an extra capacity.
Of
Darn
all
it.
these flavors, and he chose salt. Dave?
Your meatballs, remember that?
I enjoy legacy games because, like that, I like for games to have a long-term relationship with the players. Hence, why I love D&D games that have been going on for the last 20-something years. The other thing is I do like worker placement games because sometimes a lot of these bonus points, and we're not really doing a lot yet, bonus points can really upset the game and surprises. Like them getting a tie or us getting a tie. There was no plans. There was no strategy. There were not 5 more points, and it just happens, and I like that.
Larissa?
It's definitely an endurance game. I'm good. I'm glad we're stopping here because I'm legacied out for the time being. But I like the fact that the difficulty curve ramps up slowly with each game.
Yeah.
So,
So we're going to have perils next time, which is a new mechanic.
gives you a time to adjust to each new mechanic
Oh, and
as it adds.
I'll
It's
be
not
able
like
to build a building that has income.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll have
We'll-
income
we'll
next
hold
time,
off
too.
on-
there's
We'll
there's
do
some,
that
there's
off
some
camera.
games that are just like, here are all 2 million rules that were all inactive at the same time. This one at least works you up to it. Like the first round was super simple, and the next one added one more thing, and so I get to kind of learn as it goes. So that's helpful, especially as someone who has played these kind of games regularly. I'm able to keep up, which is nice.
What do you think, Jesus?
I like it because I can just build.
You're going to have to probably speak up a little bit for
Project!
the mic.
Well, I'm just like I like it because I can build like slowly. I don't have to be good at the game right off the bat. There's no point in me actually giving a shit right in the very beginning, which is very hard for me to do for any game just in general. Is for me to actually care playing right in the beginning. So it gives me a chance to kind of get into it, figure out how I want to play it. I can sit back and let everybody else have their fun running amok, and then I can come in and do what I want to do. So that's why I like legacy games. So I like this one for that too.
By the way, folks, a reminder for those who are not familiar with Rage Quit Radio, we are at least verbally an explicit show, as Stone Cold Cheese Wisconsin over here has proven.
I was the one that flipped off the camera the first
Yeah,
time.
she went straight off. He went straight Steve Austin on an episode of
Oh my
Pandemic
gosh.
Legacy, and there was no way in the world for me to cut it out. So for myself, I really enjoy this game. I like Legacy games as well. This is the second Legacy game that we've actually gotten invested in. We have Pandemic Legacy Season 2 coming. We have Seafall coming. So both of
Eventually.
those games are, and hopefully at some point, somewhere, some way, somehow, we will eventually finish Risk Legacy. And for some,
That's just been, we can't get that group
all right,
together.
we'll figure it out. Even if we,
I've been fighting.
But the other thing, also to let people know, because this was an announcement at I think Gen Con, and I will be getting it. Several people here at the table have played this game. The next Legacy game that I'm aware of coming out is Machi Kuro Legacy.
Oh, hell yeah.
So that should be interesting. Machi Kuro is a city building, deck building game of sorts. I refer to it as the game that killed Settlers and Dominion for me in one fell swoop.
Oh,
So I like it better than both at the same time.
amazing.
So of course, for what it's worth, it, you know,
You didn't like Catan to begin with.
I didn't like either one of them to begin with. So it's not so much grand theft as it is petty larceny. But but still, it did it. But this game I really like. Worker placement games are not a huge thing on my lexicon of games I really love, but this one is pretty darn cool. I'm digging it. What about you, Joseph?
I'm loving it. There's definitely different strategies you can pursue, and while arguably the initial 2 games are supposed to be more like handheld guiding, like to get the minions and everybody gets a type initially and whatnot. You don't have to follow that, because I didn't, and I'm kind of happy where I'm at. It's definitely going to be interesting seeing how things progress. I think of the minions we see so far, obviously cats can roll you into a victory point strategy that was extremely strong.
That was
because
super great.
It was
Friends and
practically
cats.
under the radar. But
There's no way to stop it.
get the friends before she does.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
Unless she keeps them.
well, she can only keep one of them, so she has half of it.
Yep.
Jessica's the only one she needs.
She's the one I'm sticking with.
If she wants the VP, she does. Lorelei's more for the gold, which is nice but not required.
I like my VP strategy.
I mean, she flew under the radar with that, but we've seen all
That's my
strategies
strategy,
win,
that's how I go.
including an accidental tie here, because I wasn't planning on it, and then Marcus got me the extra point to tie. It was kind of crazy. But we're definitely looking at things and just keeping them going as we go. Golems might be strong for the extra resources now that we have items out there. Chefs are very strong. Robots are kind of underwhelming until just now, because now we get items, which, those we can complete on our turn for free, just when we get the resources.
You play a robot, you make an action and draw a free card.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And drawing a card for the...
The closed tuck box right here says archive. That's the one. Yep.
Okay, sorry.
drawing a card into an item card could be pretty powerful. So definitely robots seem more like the slightly later game,
Those are the
but
disposed of cards,
it works.
I think.
In case anyone's wondering, this is the death toll of cards for this game.
Goodness.
For these 3 games, our session today. This is the stack of cards we went through. So that's
And
a
that's
lot.
not counting what's in your box.
Oh, okay.
No, that is counting what's in the box, actually.
No, I mean each player's
Oh, each
box.
player's boxes, yeah. So, folks, if you want to watch us on Twitch when we do these live, one of the things I'm going to start doing is we will start putting up on our Geek Carolina Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Geek Carolina. We're going to start putting up when we're going to do these as events so that you can come and watch and check out with us and be with us live. We may start doing other fun stuff during these. I've got to work on a couple of 2 or 3 things. We are not going to do with something like this what we do with our RPGs. We're not going to sit there and go, hey, you get to control something. Because, frankly, that
Would break the game.
it seems like it would be really hard to do.
Ruin the spirit of it.
It might. Although, if we ever do this
Mine after
again,
you
what we
finish
may
up.
wind up doing is if we ever play Charterstone again, which would require one of us to get the recharge pack, but if we do that again, we may take one charter and turn one charter over to chat. And actually let chat run one of the charters.
That would get interesting because it could be problematic.
I've watched it done.
But okay, if you've watched it done, then
I've watched
take it
plenty
back.
of games where it's so and so versus the internet,
True.
and so we would figure out a way to do that somehow. Maybe we'll do it at some point down the road. I'm not sure. So, but yeah, keep up with us on Facebook for the latest as to when the next live stream will be. I think we're going to try. I would like to try to do this once a month. We're going to give that a shot. But since
Just
we're here,
depends on availability.
yeah, since we're here at Dave's this go round, it depends on what Dave's schedule looks like and so on. We might not knock out 3 games in a row like we did today,
Did you
but
mark it for your victory?
so. But I think that probably about wraps things up.
Yeah. So, on behalf of all of us here, thank you for joining us for this episode of RQR Let's Play of Charterstone. I guess we can call it a Let's Play in a way.
Sure.
Or live play. We welcome you back to any future Legacy content we have, both this and the other games, as Mike has mentioned briefly. And frankly, y'all have a good day. Thanks for joining us. And whether you're on Twitch or YouTube, we're signing off. So thank you, folks, and take care.
See you next time.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching us on our Twitch stream.
Thank you for your
Because
patience.
our break took longer than planned because we all pretty much got food.
We were hungry.
Hungry people are hungry. For those of you who happen to be tuning in on YouTube, Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your Ronin the Know, Mr. Joe. We are about to play another round of Charterstone. This will be game 2 of the 12-game campaign that is this Legacy format. Although, as I stated in episode 1, this particular game is meant to be replayed with a finished board and even is double-sided on the board, so you can pick up a recharge pack if you'd like to do the campaign over again from scratch. Not a bad way of having 2 different versions of the same game, because they are unlikely to be built the same way twice.
Exactly.
Probably play again.
That said, we're doing our initial setup for round 2. I believe, I gather you already shuffled all the assistant cards.
I did.
Advancements. I'm shuffling
There's a
up
building or 2 in there now.
Oh,
a,
A
a
building
lot
or
of buildings,
5.
in fact. We did have some.
Where are the objective cards?
I'm
Yeah,
shuffling them.
out.
We did have a few screw ups in game 1, but you know.
Only
Comes
one.
with the territory.
Realistically, only one. We
Well,
didn't
I
start
mean-
with the money.
Some of the things, yeah, and tactically, I would have only traded 1 assistant instead of 3, because I would have scored the same VP and kept 2 more assistants for game 2. The only game where you keep everything from last round,
Yes.
which, might I say, Grilled Jesus is in a glorious state by having 1 of every resource still in his stockpile.
Goodness.
Our objectives for this game will be build your reputation, have at least 3 influence tokens on the reputation track. Helping Hands, have at least 2 assistant cards. Uh-oh. And pay your dues, have at least 3 influence tokens on the quota track. So that's still one of them, but you didn't get your diversity one.
I did not.
We also have the guidepost for Game 2. Have the most coins and resources. You're going to need a wealth of coins and resources to build the village, but be careful. Everything in excess of your capacity must be returned to the general supply at the end of the game. Keep this card face up on the board at the end of Game 2 before any in-game steps. Follow the guidepost rules to award glory and reveal the following options.
Oh, Snapple cakes. Good.
All right.
And
And
that's
before,
Snapple cakes?
Snapple cakes.
Snapple.
And before we continue, for the benefit of our crew who are watching us on YouTube, I am joined by Mike Brown, who is currently off camera. Mike, you are playing what charter?
I am the charter of Kyuden Junko, which is the iron-making charter over here that is currently being
Ironmonger.
pointed out on the board. I'll pop the board back up here so everyone can kind of see.
And what is your persona and persona effect for this game?
So I earned 2 personas in the last game. This game I am using the prospector, who I have named as Lady Hiromi. And Hiromi is the prospector, says, after using a building with a metal cost, I gain a victory point.
Now, a metal cost will be up front, which, like our iron market, which would be pay 1 iron to get 2 gold, you would also gain a VP from it.
Correct.
Next to me is Grilled Cheeses himself, Justin Spearman, who may or may not be on the camera.
He's not.
I am not
I didn't move.
What is your charter, and who is your current persona?
My charter is Cheesetown, and I have
Cheesetown is represented by our current lack of coal.
and I'm using Deborah, which is the miner. And she, anytime you spend a coal, or anytime I spend a coal, then I gain a VP.
If
Yep.
you use a building with a coal cost.
There you go.
You need to build a building with a coal cost.
Yes, I have to build one.
Well, I'm
No, it's
kinda,
after, well, he has to build one first.
And then-
yeah,
So, yes.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm your running the note, Mr. Joe, as you are usually
May have
very
heard
well aware.
Yes.
My persona is the carpenter, who, frankly, is just my original persona with a new outfit. I don't know which
think
one
that's
we've
what all
seen.
of
They all are.
They all are for initially?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if the personas evolved into different actual people. So she's still Mirialia. Because I went with a Russian, since I'm next to someone who went with a Eastern European initial flair. My charter is the Kindred Combine. I will be your woodmonger for today, and I need to build wooden buildings to make advantage of my carpenter, which is after using a building with wood cost, I would gain 1 VP.
Alright. I'm a gardener. I'm a gardener this time. He's got a great hat.
And you are yourself for the YouTube crowd?
I am still myself. My name is Larissa. I pop in and out like a phantom. And I basically do things with pumpkins.
That's Ralph.
It's Ralph!
And what is your charter name?
Animea is my charter name.
And she's going to be the pumpkin monger eventually.
Yes.
I am Dave the Head. I will be running Red Rover 2. I am the only person still using basic Marco the Hobo. So no bonuses for me, that's fine. Since I tied in the first game.
They did win 34, I think, victory points total.
Something like that,
Something
yeah.
like that. 33, 34.
What is that?
And running out the
Appreciate-
line.
And I'm using the farmer.
Who has no name.
Oh yes, I'm bad at names. My charter is the Good Feeling Strikers, and my farmer's ability is after using a building with a grain cost, gain 1 VP.
And we do have one of those out here.
We do.
Spend a grain to gain 1 coin and 1 reputation. Because this is game 2, we kept everything pretty much from game 1. The only time we will keep everything.
Yes.
As a quick recap, Mike has 2 coins, so he has $2 to start with. Justin has 1 of every basic resource, so plan on him going to the Cloud Port a lot early. I have 2 assistants, the Longshoreman, who will gain me 1 VP if I place a token on the reputation track, and Zuli, the broker, who, whenever I use the Cloud Port, I will gain an additional VP point. Larissa has 2 grain and 1 pumpkin and 2 coins as her resources, as well as an assistant, Marcus the Sherpa. So whenever she advances the progress token, which is how we keep track of when the game will end, she will gain an additional VP. Dave
I have
has
2 coin, grain, lumber, and 2 assistants. I have Geppetto, the engineer. Whenever I use the Zeppelin, I gain 2 victory points. And Alejandra, the maestro. Whenever I grandstand, I may gain a reputation.
And last we have
I got
Richie,
nothing.
who has really,
Yeah, I ended that
Oh.
game with nothing.
but
None.
but keep in mind you actually have 2 crates you can open because
Yeah.
you've constructed both your buildings, and for that matter,
So it's
Mike
my-
constructed one of his.
Oh, we only constructed one of them? Okay. I didn't
Yep,
know
but
that.
I have 2 other buildings.
Oh,
He has
Yeah.
2 buildings he can build. Justin and I have 2 buildings we can build. Larissa has 2 buildings she can build, and 1 she can turn in for a crate. Her starter one.
Yes. No, Mike
No,
built 2.
that should
Yeah,
be
he built- yeah, he
No,
built
but
it.
of what I have over here,
what she has available.
Oh,
Didn't
she's
you
already
build
got
that?
crates.
Yeah.
Yeah, that needs to go in
You
the
have a 2
archive
crate size game.
yes.
because that crate has been opened, so that card
Oh,
is,
that one.
is
Okay.
dead. Yeah, once you get the crate of constructed building, it's gone.
Okay.
And you
I-
have
yeah.
1 constructed building.
Nope.
so-
I have my original starter.
yeah, but it's constructed so you can turn that one in for a crate.
Sure, I can turn it in for a crate.
All right, that is all the resources we have available for us at the start of game 2. That said, I believe we still roll the die to determine
We
the first
do.
player.
And since
So-
I was first player last time, I'll roll it.
Go
Makes
right
sense to
ahead.
me.
That is Mike. No,
No,
that
no.
is Jesus.
That's
I believe
Jesus.
it's me.
So grilled Jesus is first.
And we do go clockwise. Normally, this would also be representative of which charter you are, but Mike is doing
Skadoosh.
editing, so he's kind of
3,
mixed up with Richie.
4.
This also means the last turn of the game will be Joe's.
That gains.
Yes, when we go into the
Yes,
end game.
but
One
you
of
also
those.
gain 3 victory points, which I've got.
Okay. And that's.
That was an
Right
immediate
off the
turn.
bat.
That's it. Bam.
Okay.
I wonder where you're going next turn.
I have no idea.
So for me, I am going to go to. I'm gonna go to the refinery.
The refinery, where he
Yep.
spends an influence.
Yep.
He will
And I
gain
get
1 iron, and he
and
will
a
gain
victory
a victory
point.
point. And I wonder why you're going there.
You're up.
Okay. Put me on the one where spend influence. Yeah.
granary.
Yeah.
So you get a gold and a grain.
I might not actually win this game, but there'll be plenty of crates.
That's true.
Oh, I will go to the grandstand.
Right off the bat.
Yep. Because I have 2 assistants, I will complete a helping hand. Have at least 2 assistant
Oh,
cards.
do we need to?
We do need to,
Oh.
to deal those out.
Oh, yeah.
No one's used the market yet. Sasha is back. She, whenever anybody uses the when you use the Charterstone building, you would gain 2 extra VP. We have the Shoemaker, which you pay an advancement card and an influence to gain an assistant, I think.
You get I think you get
a persona.
Oh, a persona.
Yeah.
persona.
How does that? I guess personas can wind up in the
You,
advancement pile?
no, you bring another one of your personas into play.
Oh, well.
Interesting.
Because
The windmill,
has a different ability.
which takes any resource and will turn it back into an influence, which you can only get from the general supply. but that's a new way of doing that. The portal, 2 influence to progress the progress tracker. Interesting. And Hermes is back. Whenever you use the treasury, you can regain one of your influence tokens from the general supply. He's useful. And as always, you can just take from random from the top of the deck and get a random one that you have no clue it is.
Well, I'm going to continue using the grandstand. I get what, 5?
5 victory points. Base.
And Alejandra says when I use the grandstand, I can put this on the influence. I've completed a quest, so I move the token.
Yep.
It's called
Okay.
just for instance, this is reputation.
Reputation.
Influence is the name of the.
Yeah, the influence of spending the influence.
So,
Just so we don't confuse.
hi, Dave.
Excuse
You can get your
you skipped
buyback.
me again.
Oh, damn it.
Why did you did
I don't know how I keep doing
I'm
Go.
still here. Anyway, we're going to pop off to. Okay.
All right. So you're going to spend 1 and 1 to grab either a building or an assistant, because those are the only 2 options in there right now. And you want Hermes.
I do.
So whenever you would use the treasury, you can regain an influence token. And Martha Stewart's back. Whenever you use the market, you may gain 1 reputation. I like that it's may because sometimes you don't want to spend influence.
Right.
Okay, now I'm going to kick you off of the grandstand because, I'm going to also say, hey, I have 2 assistants.
And gains you 5.
So I would gain 5 from that.
Do you have any bonuses from your people?
I gain
You may put an influence.
on the progress tracker, which I will. And I gain 1 VP from that because I put an influence on the reputation track.
That was easy.
Yeah.
My turn again, guys.
Early strike.
I would like a cold, please. Alright, then that ended my turn.
Okay, I think.
Going for your building.
I think.
Oh, nice. You can actually build me next turn.
Let's see here. What does Martha Stewart do again?
Whenever you use the market, you may gain 1 reputation.
And Sasha?
After you use the Charterstone building, gain 2 VP.
Okay. So, I'm heading to the market. Let's see here. It's what, a gold and
a
a
resource.
good.
Resource.
There's a resource. Here's a gold, and I will take Sasha.
We have somebody planning on building a lot. Then unlock the monument where you can spend a resource and get a constructed building. I'm assuming we're going to wind up with constructed buildings
Well,
in this
no,
deck.
my understanding is you basically.
Steal a crate
I
from
think
someone?
I think you steal it from somebody else. To be honest, I'm not certain.
Well, it's not in your capacity for how many buildings you have.
But
Interesting.
but they are advancement cards.
So actually, they're going to wind up in here if we don't build them.
Yeah.
Because we have capacity after this round.
Yep.
So that's also
Grind it out while you can.
Yep.
kind of.
Okay.
That's why
But that's my turn.
All the
Richie.
Which costs what?
I mean, you're going to get 2 influence and 4 gold.
No,
So you need
I
gold.
gotta build it. And I
Field?
gotta start
Just get
garnering
grinding. Just get
resources.
Okay. I'm going to bump Mike off the market. I'm going to spend the 1 gold and the 1 resource.
What would you like, sir?
I'm going to get the windmill.
Damn, all you guys in the market.
And that reveals the junkyard, where you can turn 2 influence.
2 any resources.
2 any resources to get an advancement card, and I don't know what that symbol is.
Let's see here. When you use the junkyard, discard all face-up cards on the advancement mat, replace them with 5 new cards, and then gain 1 of the newly revealed cards.
Woo!
So that's what that is.
That could be really powerful.
Mm.
Especially right now when you know exactly what's there. Anyway, that was your turn, so Larissa.
Hey, you didn't skip her this time.
Huzzah! Let's
It's like Christmas.
Once a game, I'm calling it now.
I'm actually going to go to
Grazie.
And gain a VP.
Yep. She needs an iron. Or metal.
Yeah, I'm considering right now.
Consider faster! You know.
I'm super torn on what I should build and what I shouldn't.
I'm gonna help Richie out, so I hope he returns favor later. Here you go, Richie. I will spend an influence to gain a grain and a gold.
And it's Mike's turn.
Mike's turn. Mike is going to go to the refinery. I'm going to bump Larissa off of that. So I will have my victory point and my medal, please. Thank you.
And you spent your influence?
Yes, I have now. There we go.
Mike,
Everybody's going to the refinery. I thought you were going to put me
Very
on.
Spend
good.
your influence.
and influence.
Get a victory point.
Yep.
I'll go over here to the wood pile and get that wood back.
And now the game moves.
Want to help me out? You need gold, don't you? And remember, you can turn that into more gold later.
You need the market. That's what you need.
The hell needs gold?
You guys are super helpful here.
Not this guy.
I need coal.
And I'm the first to have to scoop because of
I
turn
skipped
orders.
earlier.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
I'm gonna head on over to the Zeppelin. 3 influence, right?
Yep.
Yep.
3 influence and the 4
Four
you're
items.
building.
4 items, and I'll be building the coal market.
Yes, you will. Okay.
And whatever that is. Income.
Income, which we still have none
So
of.
let's see what the coal market does.
The coal market, you trade 1 coal for 2 coin, and I'm gonna put it close to the actual market.
Thematics.
Sorry guys. My fault.
My name is Justin. I spill macaroni cheese and give earthquakes.
Do I give? I get
That's it.
5.
You already
You
did
did.
it. We already did it.
Oh.
Dave took care of it.
And that's the building. Okay, cool. Yes, I'm done.
All right, for me, to the refinery. I have another medal and
Refinery,
Refinery.
knocking off
Yep.
Richie and doing Richie a
Here's
favor.
your
another
medal.
victory point.
There's your victory point.
Yep.
Go ahead, Richie.
Selling for 2.
The 2's over there. I
There you
will
go.
scoop.
Scoopy loops.
I'm gonna get myself a pink.
Pumpkins.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, Joseph.
Going back
You
to the
got it.
granary.
I do like the
Okay,
game,
my
Influence
goes
4.
It does.
especially now that we kind of got
1 coin and 1 grain, please.
Coin. Grain.
Bump you off there,
Thanks.
coal, please. Thank you, sir.
I'm going to head to the iron market. I'll get my 2, and there is that.
Your turn.
Right. Grain market.
Grain
Oh,
market.
no. One goes on.
Granary.
Oh,
Granary, yeah.
knocking me off the granary.
Yeah.
Spend an influence.
Influence.
Get a wheat and a coin.
Gold. There you go.
Oh, yeah, these rounds are going down.
Well,
I'm
they're
going
quicker,
to
but
get
progress is
clay or bricks, whichever.
Larissa.
Oh, thank
That's how you build things, right?
Yep. So you spend 3 influence.
Then
You've moved this,
And that goes into
right? Does
Yeah.
the Zeppelin move it?
yeah,
Yes, building a building moves it.
buildings,
Okay.
crates, and what am I missing? Grandstands.
Objectives.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and put your building on the building.
building on the building.
And the pumpkin market says pumpkin gets you a victory point and a gold.
It's pretty good.
They don't suck.
Oh,
No, not at all. I'm
None
gonna
of
go,
them really do, but
I'm going to go to the grain market, hand over 1 grain for 1 gold and a reputation, and because I'm placing a reputation marker, I gain a VP. Dun 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 dun.
Gold for 2. Scoop. Thank you.
Richie will do the
Yeah.
same.
Trade you.
thank
I will go to the lumber yard, picking up some lumber.
And by lumberyard, he means forest.
Yes.
Because we may
It's a
soon,
natural lumber yard.
we may soon have a lumber mill. I'm going to go ahead and bump my own guy off the grain market. Here's a grain for a gold, VP, and a reputation.
You got it.
Scoop.
To the iron market for 2 monies.
That's easy.
You're up.
What was the thing for the opening crate again?
The what for the what?
Opening of the crate. Which one was
The
it?
Charterstone.
Charterstone.
What's the requirement?
2 influence and 4
gold.
money.
Okay.
So you can do that now
Yeah.
because I think you have the gold
Yeah.
if you want to spend the influence.
Do the right smells.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do that.
So put your dude on the board.
So. Charterstone.
2 influence up there.
2 influence. 4 gold.
4 to the banker.
4 to the bank.
Here's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remove the doodad.
And 47.
Number 47.
Now this goes back into the archive, right?
Yes.
Yeah, after he gets
After
everything
I've
for
done
crate, crate 47.
So number 47, we start by reading aloud card number 111.
Here we go.
Friend cards.
Uh-oh.
The rapid growth of the village has resulted in long days and little free time. You miss sharing stories over a drink at the end of a long day. The player who unlocked this crate may gain 1 friend card at random among whatever I pull out. Shuffle the remaining friend cards and they will go into the advancement deck. Whenever you have an unnamed friend card, you may name them. Friend cards give you a bonus when you use a building in a specific charter. Follow the instructions on a friend card to determine your bonus if there is any. So let's see here. Number 47 means I'm pulling out card 112. This is going to be gained by the player. So 112, you have the distillery. Turns out that if you have booze, you get friends.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Accurate.
327, which I'm going to guess is your new persona.
The brewmaster.
More or less, the brewer. And then
And that goes straight into your charter box for now.
315 through
Whenever you use a building and a friend card,
326.
gain 1 VP and 1 Bella.
Ooh. So, apparently getting the tough upper tier personas are really good. I'm behind.
You get one of these.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Make
just
it
making
that
sure I
random.
have all of them here. 315 through 327. No, through 326. Okay, gain 1 at random. The rest will get shuffled.
And I
into the
believe
advancement
because we're
deck.
adding cards, everything gets shuffled as an advancement deck?
We'll double check that.
I was going to say, hand me the rule book while you're shuffling. Because that's a rule
Just
book rule.
so it just says shuffle the remaining into the advancement deck.
We don't have an advancement deck left right now.
Yeah,
so
I don't think it replaces what's already. I don't think you changed the.
During the campaign, several different types of cards, all the same back, will be unlocked and shuffled with the discard pile into the deck. So
Okay, but there's no discard pile at the moment.
So they will become the deck.
they still get shuffled into the deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no
Th-
deck either.
There's no deck.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That was my point. There's no deck and there's no discard pile.
So there's no
Ergo-
reason to scoop the 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Pull 1, sir.
Okay, yeah, I'm just...
And this becomes.
Whenever
the new
you
deck.
use a building in the charter, and that charter is, I believe, blue, you gain $1.
Okay.
No. Whenever you use a building in this charter to gain coins, which
You
is
get an extra
that
one.
Yeah, okay.
So it just hangs out with
Yeah.
you and you get the name
Yeah.
or him.
For it.
All right. Any other resolutions? That's
Nope,
everything
that's
for there?
everything for that card.
So, Dave, Scoops. Sorry, Dave.
It's all right.
Couldn't quite help you out yet.
I'm not worried.
Let's see. What do I want to do? There's too many options. Too many.
Friend, friend.
Go ahead.
Grandstanding. So, that will progress that by 1. You will have the option to put 1 reputation over on the reputation track.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Because I did the progress token, I did one more.
Yep. And is that everything on yours?
Should be, yes.
Okay. My turn. I'm going to go to the Cloudport. I'm going to spend 3 coins.
Well, you have to spend the influence first.
Oh, yeah, because the influence is going over there as well. I'm just debating... Yeah. Do I want the reputation, or do I think that reputation's safe as it is? Actually, you know what? The reputation gains me a victory point anyway. 3 coins. So, I gain a reputation from buying it. I gain 3 VP for using the cloud port. I gain additional VP for getting a reputation, and additional VP for using the cloud port for my assistant. So I just turned that into a 5 VP play.
Nice.
Cool piece.
It suddenly seems far less impressive, Jesus. Okay. Well, I am headed to the Charterstone. So here's my 2, my 4,
And
and I'm opening box 40.
well, you get what, 5?
Yep. Box 40 says open card 33 with the note that there are multiple ways to open this particular card, so it may get, if we have something that refers to it again later, it's already open. Card 33. Ooh, minions!
Mm.
Due to the village's rapid expansion, extra help is needed. You recruit some minions from the area. Whenever a new type of minion is unlocked, the unlocking player gains one of those minions. Unclaimed minions are kept on their reference card near the general supply. A minion is a type of worker you may place only on unoccupied buildings in your charter. All cards that refer to workers apply to regular workers, which are our normal tokens, and your minions. Any player may place a regular worker on a building occupied by a minion, but unlike other workers, minions cannot be bumped. They will remain on that building until you choose to retrieve all your workers. Minions you control both on and off the board are considered part of your personal supply.
But you can't bump a worker with a minion. It said unoccupied.
Correct. If there's a boop, we bump the camera. Sorry for
folks.
those watching at home. Yeah, if there's a worker there, the minion can't go. Okay.
So now we have a blocking mechanic.
Yep.
Blocking minions.
34 and 309. So 34. Minion quota. Affix this sticker, which has 5 columns instead of 6, to the bottom of the quota track
I need that.
on the board, and then place this in the archive. So that's going to rest right under the bottom part of the quota track.
So we have a new quota, turning minions into...
Yep, here, has minions. 3...
Banana!
Yes. Don't be shocked if when I come back, all the yellow minions, if we get any yellow minions, are going to be colored to look like the ones from Despicable Me.
Oh no.
309. Robots.
Robots.
We have
Beep,
robot
boop.
minions.
Beat it up, boop, boop, boop.
What?
Whenever you place a robot or an opponent uses your robot's building, gain an advancement card.
You guys messed up handing me a sticker.
Larissa, help a brother out, please.
That was just got it.
And you gain that straight up.
I mean,
So
yes, this is
what
just
a minion
mine.
token?
Let's let her do it.
We're going to find out.
Does it say to open? Oh, huh.
No, there's more boxes. There are more things here for me to open up.
Thank you.
Okay, so there is that. Okay, 103 and 311. So 103 is next.
This is my draft.
Oh, it's,
You
oh,
did
that's
not.
good.
Yeah, it's got less boxes.
I put it on my side.
Did it leave it? Oh,
103. I have a smithy. Which going to the smithy is a way for people to get robots.
there you go.
Ah.
But I have to build it first.
It's actually looking like later games may take slightly longer.
Yeah.
And then, well, here's the thing is it's the same number of spaces on the progress track so far.
Well, I meant, yeah, but spending the influence down.
311.
People staying away from doing things that progress the track.
Well, like now you can turn gold into minions. That's going to delay.
And I
any
get
progress
the
you
inventor
make.
persona. Whenever you retrieve workers, gain 2 VP if you retrieved at least 2 robots.
Interesting.
And then 310
There's so much to keep track of.
gets
all of a
added to the general supply, which will be a new objective card. Divide and conquer. Have at least 3 different types of minions. Let's see here. Oh,
It's
and
going to be difficult to do.
open box 4.
Box 4 is more than likely minion tokens.
So here is Tuck Box 4, which has a variety of different minion tokens. And these appear to be the robots.
silver ones.
Yep.
Gold ones are probably something different.
Yep.
They're pretty.
So
None of them are yellow.
And don't open that yet because we don't have the building built yet to get them.
true. So
But hey, we have minion tokens.
yep, I'm gonna slide the ones that we're not using back in the box
Right.
now.
And just keep the others in there thing
Yep.
for now.
In case.
I'm actually rather low on influence right now. I just realized
But this
that.
says, let's see here. When a new minion type is unlocked, the unlocking player automatically gains one of those minions.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
So I have a robot.
And because of capacity, you'll always have a robot at the start of the game
Where's the archives? Archive is
until we
there.
get more
I've
minions.
got it. So
If you can only play it in your zone.
correct. I can only play robots in my charter.
So you
Surprise,
gained-
surprise! This charter's kind of stacked.
So you gained one robot.
He did.
Yes, so I effectively have 3 workers at the moment
Which one of them can only go to an unoccupied building in his
in my charter.
Yeah, but he could just have it set in the iron
Yeah.
market and gain from the iron market.
That's kind of that's what I was thinking. Like,
Yeah, but you can only do it once.
Yeah, it just sits
Yeah,
there.
but no, if it sits there, his thing says whenever a player.
He will sit there until I scoop.
yeah.
Where
Right now,
was
he
it
hasn't-
saying
he
about
didn't
the robot?
He hasn't unlocked anything yet. The inventor does.
The inventor's when he picks up. I thought something was about robots and.
When you place a robot or use an advancement, I gain an advancement card if I use it. Bleh. Whenever you place a robot or an opponent uses your robot's building, I gain an advancement card.
Yeah,
I can
so
put it
he
somewhere.
actually benefits from putting something
Well,
out
where's
there.
an
on a robot.
advancement card?
Those.
that's some powerful shit.
Okay.
But he's got to
Anyway.
build that building first.
Yeah.
For all but my first one.
Oh yeah.
So,
That shouldn't be hard.
all right. So that's my turn.
So me.
So you,
Yeah.
yes.
What's the grain thing right there? Give me again. The one we're minute.
The one I'm on?
Yeah.
You spend a grain to get 1 gold and 1 reputation. Would you like to do that?
Well, he would also gain a victory point
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he's a farmer.
You need the gold to build the other building.
Yeah. I need gold to build another building.
Why
I
do you
also
need
need
gold?
gold. I also need gold to unlock this crate as well.
And consider I helped you out earlier,
Yeah.
so it'd be nice.
Yeah.
At least now I know what the minions do.
Yep.
So and I've got the grain for it. So.
That was the thing I was.
Alright, so you're going to bump me.
Yeah.
interested in.
Spend a grain, gain 1 gold, and you gain 1 reputation.
And he gains
And
1
MVP.
victory point for
And-
spending gold.
Oh,
Spending
but-
grain
yeah,
from
that's
being
fine.
a farmer.
Or yeah, whatever. All right.
Oh, for the record, I should also have 2 more VP because I used the Charterstone. I have Sasha.
You are blue.
Blue.
Yep.
Going to the Zeppelin. Spending 3 and the 4 resources to build the windmill.
Okay.
So I have
need
to make a
do-
decision.
Okay, real quick. It doesn't affect what he's doing. I use the Metalworks twice, right?
Yeah.
I should have 2 more VP.
Oh yeah.
After using a building with a metal cost, gain a
Yeah.
victory point.
All right, so I gain 5 for that. 1,
The
2,
iron
3,
market you
4,
made, right?
5, and I
Yes.
gain 2 for having Geppetto.
So, do I go to try and build, or do I go and end the
I
game?
move
early?
this.
Since that one doesn't have a crate on it.
This one has no crate. What
Because
do
I
you do
can
with
get
it?
It goes away,
18
if I'm not
points.
mistaken.
It goes into the
just by
archive.
straight shooting.
Your turn.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that.
Spend an influence.
I'm going to have. Well, no, I'll be able to build
Get
up stuff in my
metal.
capacity.
and get a victory point.
My turn. Bumping myself off the cloud port. I'm going to spend 1 gold to go ahead and get another quota. Gold's over here.
Yep.
I gain 3 from the cloud port normally, and then 1 more for the assistant. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I gain an additional 1 VP for using the cloud port. Because of Julie!
Does the
Julie, do the thing!
Julie does the thing.
Oh wait, did we advance this when I opened my crate?
No.
No.
Okay, yes, yeah.
I need a coal, please.
Did we advance when I opened my crate?
I don't.
I don't
Yes,
remember.
for you.
Yes, for me. Okay, cool.
All right. Din's my turn. Your turn.
I remember that one.
The robot. Let's see
Can
here.
only go here.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the only place he can go. So, robot goes and gets me some metal.
That's every turn, correct?
No.
No. He's
No,
just like
he
any
just has
other
an
worker.
effect if somebody else uses that place.
Yeah. So if he goes there, then he gets the ore, and he gets to activate the ability of having the robot there and somebody doing something.
Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
I
And
wish
the
it were
ro-
one of every resource.
And the robot
That'd
never
be a
gets
little
bumped.
Yeah, that'd be
The
But
robot only comes off the board when I
if you
shoot.
pick up. Yeah.
Yep.
And you can pick up at any time. You don't have to wait until you have no workers.
Right.
Well, remember the windmill is pay a resource, get an influence back.
I forgot you made that one. Good to know.
Okay. Yeah.
What you up to? Spending a grain for an influence token from general
If
supply?
you're using a building with a grain cost, so it's not actually a grain cost.
No.
Right. It's not.
Isn't there one over there that you spend an influence to get a grain and a coin?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the one I'm doing.
You're going to
Okay.
the granary.
So here
To
is
the
my
granary.
influence.
Grain.
Sure. Thank you.
You scoop.
Scooped.
Placing myself on the cloud port. Goodbye, Bluto. Spending him, he goes into a discard pile, which we don't have yet, so I'm just going to do that for now. I gain 4 VP. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm done.
I mean, you could technically discard your 2 cards, couldn't you? Your 2 buildings.
trading a
I mean, Zuli as well.
for
No, your 2
gold.
buildings.
Your buildings are advancement cards.
Gain of
Oh, I didn't think of that. That's a good point. It's a little late now, unfortunately, because we didn't
That
think
ends
about
my
that.
turn.
Yep. All right. So to me,
Wait, damn,
I'm
I would have
scooping.
done that. Why didn't you point that out sooner?
Because I didn't know what you were doing.
Would anybody mind if I did that?
Well,
Oh, okay.
Because forgetting that these are advancement cards?
I don't.
General
I don't care. All
question.
you're doing is just
Yeah, I don't care. He only
Okay.
did one thing, which was
I don't think we're so far
Right,
gone.
yeah.
Okay,
It's not.
then I will do 3 for the extra
doing
VP.
3.
Yeah. Look up at a build. this
add one
round.
more VP.
And now we're
And now it's your turn.
and I got scoop.
I shall be doing the same thing if you hand me me.
And I had a plan, just couldn't figure out what that plan was. So that's fine.
These things happen.
These things do happen. I think I'm gonna go to the treasury. Urgh.
So you sell 1 for.
So one.
Do
and
you have
you
anything
can
to give you?
gain an influence back because you use treasury
Yes.
and you have Hermes.
Fair, pick them up.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Grandstanding. Reputation. Yes, I have that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You may put a stone on the influence.
I'm good.
Is there anything else?
I have something for cloud ports, not for anything else.
Scoop.
Okay.
Robot time.
Yes. My robot is going to go to the iron market.
How the hell did I know you were going to do that?
Your turn.
Spend an influence for a VP and an iron.
I'm gonna go over there to that grain that gives me the money and the grain.
Yep.
Oh, which, by the way?
And
Oh,
here's
okay.
my influence. You're up, Chief. Now, if you use that one, Mike gets a bonus.
He sure does, but I
Okay.
don't care. 'cause
I will have
anything-
Martha Stewart.
Can I have 2 coins, please?
You may have 2 coins.
And then go ahead and flip up the new card.
Well, sorry.
Friend! For your faction, when you use a building in this charter to gain VP, gain 1 additional VP. It specifically says when you gain a VP, so it would be the pumpkin market.
For now.
Yes. That was your turn, right?
Well, my turn, yep.
I have to scoop.
I'm going to go to the cornerstone.
Charter. Turn. So, yeah.
Charterstone.
We're going to the corner store.
Whatever.
And 2 influence.
And bought 16.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
You
First,
spend
you
2
do your,
influence.
and
Okay.
you move the tracker.
Okay.
You guys got to do these steps.
So we are going to 16, which gets you 52 and 255. So
Once per persona.
52
This is the downside. I'm not going to be able to get a persona. But that's
is
right.
the alchemist lab.
You can turn 1 influence and 1 gold into 2 of any resource.
Oh, wow.
That's a pretty useful building.
Hold on.
I'm guessing the persona is an alchemist.
I would assume.
It stands to reason.
Alchemist.
You
I
may
like
pay,
the hat.
You may pay resources instead of coins when using buildings.
I insist he be named Gorman DeWolf. No, seriously.
I would agree, but you know.
Look at the artwork.
Yeah. Well, he goes in your box. He's a persona.
There you go. For
Yeah.
people at home who, if you're a War Machine fan, you get that joke.
The rest of us don't.
The only problem is he doesn't have the mask, so he doesn't look like Gartwin Duck.
Ha. Can't have it
that's
all.
I think that's my turn.
That's
yes.
your turn. Okay.
I'm in an interesting state of affairs. Do I try and rush the game out early, or do I attempt to get resources and reclaim a building?
Look how far ahead you are. It's up to you.
I'm going to.
It's a thing because the robot's.
Well, for the record, if everybody but okay, hold on, one person. Okay, one.
Yeah, it would take a while
two,
to drain it
three. You're the only one not on the influence track, right?
But the reputation track? you mean?
Reputation.
Yes.
Okay, so if the rest of us all leave it at 1, we'll all get 7 points.
This is true.
Throwing it out there.
This is true.
Don't be greedy, yo. Ha.
I'm not against trying to
Get on there and come on the 7-point train.
Well, I will try and get around there eventually. So let's first though. I'm gonna bump Richie off of the.
So you're gonna spend an influence?
Yep, spend an influence
Give Blue a victory point.
and a medal. Thank you.
Go ahead, Richie.
All right.
Okay, so first, spend your medal.
Yeah.
Get 2 gold.
There's your 2 gold.
And you get an
Whenever,
advancement.
whenever you use a building in this charter to gain coins, gain 1 extra.
Yep. So there's you another one.
Yeah.
And hello, friend. Let me see what the friend does.
When you
no.
use the
I want
pumpkin
her.
market, you would get
Yeah,
an extra
picture, yeah.
VP because it's when you use a building for VP in that trade.
And it has to be in this zone.
Yes. What? I can't be friends with someone from your village?
From your zone.
I want her.
Larissa just wants to name her.
I mean, that's true. I want to
What
do everything.
do you want to name her?
Jessica.
Okay, well, she's Jessica,
Yay!
but she's here.
Flip a coin.
Another friend for his charter. When you use a building in this charter to gain VP, gain +1 VP. Which would be the refinery.
For now.
Yes.
So you done?
Yeah,
Well,
that was me.
That was,
No, I'm
Well, no, that
asking
was his
Richie.
effect off
Yeah,
of Richie's
yeah.
charter.
Yeah, I was asking Richie if he was
yeah,
done.
that's
I've got all my part of that.
Ugh.
Richie's got
I'm gonna
his.
bump me off that thing and do it again.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Might as well just
Here's my influence. I'll take the gold. Thank you.
Where would you like to go, Larissa?
Okay.
Suspend 4 gold and 2 influence.
What crate number are we on?
8.
Crate number 8. Okay. Crate number 8
Does a lot.
leads to more minions.
Oh boy.
So 33 and 30.
You need to build. Is what you need to do if
Already
you want to
been
get
done.
minions for yours.
So,
I'm looking at it going, crap,
two-
I can't get a persona. I mean, I can get influence back.
So 227.
And I might do that. Or I might just go and try and end the game early. Well, I have a lead because she's catching fast.
Go ahead.
what is it?
What have I done?
Legend says that the Forever King learned the secret of immortality by studying cats. So you
Perfect.
you have kitty minions.
Yes! Yes! I
And
did it!
I thought the farm would get the cats.
And let's see here. For you, whenever you place a cat...
You're going to get moles or something.
Oh, I actually do. I'm not supposed to get advancement cards whenever I place one. I'm not going to worry about it. Whenever you place a cat, or an opponent uses your cat's building, gain a victory point.
Neat. Oh, they're adorable!
So you automatically get cat minions. You get 1.
Yeah.
So let's
We'll
go
also get a
ahead.
building to build them later.
So here's your cat minion.
Peace. Yay. It's
Okay.
adorable.
Hey, get that,
I'm
your
out of
friend.
cat minion!
228.
So this is the one that gives you
We get a new potential objective, which is control at least 3 minions on the board. Team builder.
So that goes in that pile.
And then 229, your new persona of the Cat Whisperer.
Heck yeah. Look at
Uh,
it, it's so cute!
Whenever you retrieve workers, gain 2 VP if you retrieve at least 2 cats.
And let's see here, 33,
So,
34,
she's a crazy cat lady now.
She's got to
Yeah.
find the cat house somehow.
227, 227, 228, 229. There isn't one. That was it.
How do you make cats?
I have no clue. But she's got one. So,
You said
But-
8?
yeah, and it opens up. 33 and 34 are the same two that I already read, because that's the minion rules.
Right.
227, 228, 229. That was her minion token. The cat whisperer, her persona, and,
And
the
the
objective.
objective.
So no, there's no building yet to get cats.
So,
And you got a building to make robots, right?
Yes, but you have to build robots.
Yeah.
You don't exactly build cats.
Yeah.
yeah, so the persona isn't useful just yet.
No, the persona is
I
potentially.
mean,
And
using
that's
that
it.
persona will mean you mark it at the end of the game, and that's worth
That's
VP
all-
for the
yeah.
campaign.
I thought like
That's
I
campaign,
thought
right?
it said that the only
Yeah, you had to
time-
pull 2 to get the
You
victory
have to pull
points.
2 cats to get.
Oh,
the
yeah.
victory point, so she's useless right now because she only
Yeah, I
has
have
But if
one.
she doesn't have another persona for next game, she'll
So-
use that.
but
Just to mark
anywho,
it.
it is your turn, good sir.
Is my turn?
Yes.
Give me a pumpkin.
Okay.
Pumpkin.
I'm not ending the game yet. Well, I'm not trying to end the game yet.
Oh, he wants a pumpkin too.
Really?
Pumpkin's a very popular song here.
Well, man, I'm gonna need
He's
a
got
pumpkin
pumpkins
to
to build things.
Unbuilt.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
do
need a
need
to build
a pumpkin for the
something,
elf.
So yeah.
I'm just going straight.
We all need pumpkins. Okay.
grinding crates, guys. Grinding crates.
He doesn't care. He just wants the crates.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna need a wood. So some grain, if you please, or not wood, log,
Ground.
rather.
Lumber.
Lumber.
And Richie?
Let's go to the Charterstone.
Okay.
purple.
You get that back. You 2 influence and 4.
2 influence and 4.
Then
Okay, so first, give you 5 points. So you're up to 13.
Yep.
progress the progress tracker.
Right.
Pass that over.
48.
You've spent your 2 and your influence for
Yep.
that, right? Okay. 48. More minions.
Figured that.
This is where the rats are, and this is how you get cats.
I think it's meant that everybody will unlock a
3,
minion
2,
given
yeah.
the minion card capacity. Oh no, that's minion tokens.
Yeah.
Like
Huh. I might not get a minion card for later.
It's out of the. I think it's out of the 2 buildings you get because the first
Well,
building. The
no,
big
I'm
building
wondering, is that an advancement card on the back?
What, the minion? No.
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 Okay.
Each person has their own minion.
Maybe.
I think there's 6 minions.
There were 6 different types of minions.
Okay.
3,
This card is going to give me a minion.
22, or
Yeah,
332.
because well, see how it worked with his was his first building. This one.
Yeah, what I'm saying is,
They got
because I
him.
threw my buildings into there, I might not get a minion type for me.
Well, that's
So your minions, good sir, are chefs. Chicken
Okay.
soup for the soul is considered a legitimate medical practice in Green Gully. Whenever you place a chef or an opponent uses your chef's building, you may regain an influence.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Let's see here, 118 and 133. So 133 is your persona of a restaurateur.
No, sorry.
And
Thought that was-
then, let's see here,
The
118.
if you create at least 2 chefs. Okay.
118
that
should
seems to be a standard thing.
Yeah.
be your...
This one I actually have a name for this one. Toma.
And
That-
you actually get a building to make chefs with. You have a bakery. So you automatically get your chefs, which are...
Which, by the way,
Guessing these.
Toma is the name of Lupin Blue in the show. He is a he is trained as a French chef.
My pen.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
And here is your chef.
I have a chef.
All right, so it's my turn.
It is
Too
your
bad Chris isn't here.
I'm
Shout
going
out
to
to our boy at DragonCon.
Charterstone.
All right. 4 gold and 2 influence.
Spend my 2 influence, my 4 gold to finally open my starter box. Number 4.
Oh man.
And progress the progress tracker, and I'll give you your
Number
5.
4.
Do you want to place an influence?
No, it won't be a minion.
Reputation.
Yeah. Whoa, slow down.
Oh.
So here's the box.
Yep.
Give me my. He did that. Give me
1,
my 5.
2, 3, 4, 5, and I believe you get a reputation if you want
wish.
one.
Are we going to keep the 7 train alive?
I don't give a shit.
I mean,
I also
Do you plan on putting more on?
No, only thing I care about are crates. That's the only thing I care about for the rest of this game.
I'm gonna let it slide.
What a
You,
good
you,
plan.
you have a brick market and a kiln that you can build.
Yeah, me.
I have to sell
And
this.
280.
So the brick market is spend a brick, get a gold and a victory point,
So it's the
and the
pumpkin market.
kiln is spend influence,
market,
get 2
no.
bricks.
And a brick mason.
After using a building with a clay cost, gain 1 victory point.
Alas, I feel like I've played game 2 not how they originally intended by chucking my buildings as advancement cards.
Yep.
Okay. Larissa?
That'll do it.
Let's see.
I think you may have shot yourself in the foot there a little bit, Joe.
Maybe, maybe not, because I'm going for the glory and the win.
The glory
Don't
of
forget.
the win!
You
Yeah,
could
but
place
if-
your cat
but
token. Oh, you don't have
If
a
you
pumpkin,
win one
so you
battle
can't.
but lose the war,
Get me a pumpkin.
A pumpkin?
A pumpkin. Thank you.
I'm gonna go to the pumpkin market. Give me a gold,
golden-
please, and I'll take a VP.
1 gold.
Preventing her from putting a cat there.
Spited you.
Jesus.
Oh, I might be bumped off, or not. He's going for... Oh, that's right. You're
I
going
need
for...
some lumber, please.
You gonna chef it?
well,
My turn next. I'm going to... I'm going to bump my own guy off the refinery, just for the sake of it, and I'm going to need another metal, please.
In the late game, you're gonna have to spend almost an entire round just to build one building.
And what else do you get? You get a
I
victory
mean,
I get a
it's
victory
kinda-
point.
Right now, it's looking like
Anything
later on
else?
there's probably going to be ways of getting
That's
multiple of
it.
a resource. We have to get
Oh
there.
yeah, because this is
just
that
the
alone
field.
is powerful.
Chef
just,
goes in the
just
field.
to get the green.
Yeah,
the
just
grain.
get grain.
Okay.
I have to scoop.
Larissa. That's the scoop. I'm going to go grandstanding. Because I have that objective. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And this advances 1.
Yep, and I have no influence at the moment, so we will be progressing quicker toward that end game.
Is that it for you?
Yes.
I'm going to go there and trade an influence for grain and a gold, please.
Okay. Okay, my turn.
Would someone please bump me off one of mine?
I need some coal.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Anytime.
You're up.
There's lots of lumber over here.
I need
Okay.
a metal. Gotta have metal to make the distillery. Gotta have metal to make the booze. Oh, no.
Guess I will just get a brick.
The cat is going to the to the garden.
field.
He's chilling.
I'm gonna mark
And
all
You're up. So the first thing is you move.
so you would gain 1 VP that way. Yeah, and I scoop. I was reading what her cats do.
Yep, she gains a VP automatically for playing the cat.
That's the
Okay.
She did.
No,
Yeah.
if anybody
No.
uses the garden.
Oh, yeah.
No,
And-
she gets one for
yeah.
placing the cat.
Did we give you
Do
that
I?
one? No.
Yes.
Oh.
Like I should have gotten an advancement card just for placing the robot, and I didn't. But we were far
Or
too.
did he get one for
Oh, right,
placing the
place-
chef?
right.
What does your chef do?
Whenever you place a chef, opponent or the opponent uses your building. Oh, gain
You
one.
may
influence.
gain an influence back. So do you want to regain one of
Yeah,
your
I
influences?
think he.
Well, I never did.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're far too beyond me ever having placed the robot for me to go worry about going
Yeah.
back for it.
It
You're
your
up.
turn.
Yes, it is. Well, I'm gonna have to scoop. So
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the gist.
You're up.
All right, and
You're
You don't
scoop.
have to scoop everything, do you? Or do
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's scoop
okay.
all.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll go and get a clay.
Where'd you like to go, Larissa?
Let's
Come get a clay, buddy.
Max out
Nope.
pumpkin.
Didn't think so.
let's see. No, I actually want to do.
Spend an influence, gains a grain and a point.
Okay.
What can I do to give you? What can I do? I don't want to give you VP with the garden because the cat is annoying. Meow.
So first, advance the token.
All right.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh shit. Tigers.
Hmm?
Nothing. I'm just trying to build a building, so
What do you need?
I need at least fucking like 3 more turns.
Because you need one more coal regardless, and
I need
either
one
a
more.
grain or an iron.
I need 1 more coal and 3 coins.
I want to grab a coal. Feel free to knock me off of it.
I would like a coal, please.
Okay, well, I is going to the Zeppelin. Let's see here. I'm going to... There's my 3.
Okay.
Here are
Since
the
you-
4 necessary resources.
Since you've advanced the doodad,
Before you do that, let me put the building out. I'll get to that in a second.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm building the smithy.
We'll go ahead and give it 5 points.
Yeah.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
are there any bonuses for you
Not
for
yet.
For
doing any of
placing
that?
No, this is the one for the record that you spend 2, you get a robot, and you get a victory point. So there's the smithy. And now we advance the track, which should be the reputation one if I want to avail myself of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will.
Get in the 7-point train.
So I'm in the 7-point club at the moment.
That's gonna move us over.
I'm gonna go
Yep.
now. Put me in the forest.
In the first.
Lumber for you, sir. Now, if nobody bumps her workers,
Wait.
she has to scoop. But she can also get a VP for placing her cat again later.
That's true.
That said,
But it's not like you bump her cat anyways.
well, no,
Oh,
but I
just-
mean,
it's just
she will
giving-
have to
right.
scoop, and it's giving her a VP. Dave, want to help you out?
Okay.
Give me another coal
Don't forget
and
to-
put the tracker up.
The Zeppelin is for building, correct?
Yes.
Zeppelin's for building.
And this is currently the only way to build.
Correct.
I need a coal, please.
And it requires 3 influence?
Yes.
All right, that's my turn, Mike.
Let's see here. I'm gonna send. Let's see. Where do I want to send my robot?
You gain 1 VP for an opponent using the building with the cat.
Yep. And
You-
I
you
gain
gain
a
it.
VP for using
Well, here's
something
your
in that space because I'm a friend. Whenever you
Nope.
use a building in this chart,
To gain VP,
to gain victory points, yeah, I have to use the other one for it. That's fine.
which you'll do next turn, but
Alright.
it's not any building. They're a little less
Um,
powerful than that.
True.
No. Wait, no. Free full scoop.
My turn. I'm going to go to the windmill to turn grain into influence.
Where's the scoops?
Come on, everybody. Okay.
So now, if he went to the windmill, well, first of all, beginning of your turn, there's.
Then it would no longer progress on my turn.
all right.
That said, I'm not. I'd like to turn coal into 2 gold.
Okay. Coal becomes 2 gold. There you are, sir. Jesus.
I'm gonna trade some influence for green and gold, please.
Green and gold.
Sometimes you're not there.
Okay.
Now, would you like to get the extra VP? Although
no,
you have to
'cause I have
place
to
the
scoop.
robot. You have a robot. You didn't have to scoop.
No, I'm choosing to scoop.
Okay. I'm just saying, you didn't have to.
I know, but I'm choosing to.
All right.
You're up.
It's verbiage. It matters.
Read.
I just want to build a damn building.
Okay.
Charter? Or not Charter, Zeppelin, rather?
Okay, you've got your goal and you're sticking to it.
I got my goal, which is I'm ending the game while I'm ahead by a landslide.
It's a very simple plan.
And to get 4 glory. If I could somehow manage to
Great.
get 5 glory, it'd be great, but I don't
Good.
think I can.
All right, so
I'd have to
Richie's
be able
building
to
a building.
use
Building the
5
bakery.
Why don't you hand it over to?
Yeah.
Where do you want it, Chief?
Um,
You want to make a diamond?
yeah, make a diamond.
Okay.
So those two are just building away.
Don't forget to give him 5 victory
There's
points,
that
please,
back.
for yellow.
And the bakery is how you get chefs.
Yeah.
5.
Now, question.
Mhm.
If I had a robot,
Mm-hmm.
It goes in your zone.
Yeah, it would have to go in your charter, I'd assume.
no, that's friends. No, what I'm asking is, I had a robot, you wouldn't benefit from my robots. Or does that apply globally?
No,
if I
it
built a
says
robot?
whenever you place a robot, that's me.
Okay.
Your robot can only go in your zone.
Yeah, you can.
Right. So that would be how you keep track of it.
Right, of
I
whose
guess.
belongs to who. I'm going to the Zeppelin as well. I'm going to spend my 3 influence and my
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
4 stuff. I get 2 more because of Geppetto,
1, 2.
and I'm building the kiln.
And did somebody do the progress tracker?
We did not.
Oh, well,
For building?
Okay. You
Yeah,
do
we
it for
moved
mine.
the building.
I don't.
We did for yours.
We did for yours. I'm
We
asking
did for
for
yours.
yours.
We did not do for mine.
Okay.
Can you replace buildings?
I'm assuming you can.
This is going to get interesting if you can't, because then it's.
This is what we would. That's what I was thinking about too. I
Ah,
was like,
that-
I
that's
just really-
interesting.
Would I lay off or what do I do?
Maybe the forest becomes something
Thank
else
you.
entirely.
Yeah. Because the force is bare.
All right, so you're also building.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Would you like to put an influence on the influence track? You don't have one, do
Do I
you?
want- No, I don't.
No.
Excellent.
Ah, good. So I can either keep the game going for one more round if I went to the windmill,
For the
or
one we got,
not.
push one of my characters off the board so I can build something. Yeah.
You'll have another round.
Okay.
Well, it's Joe's turn either way.
Because I'm going to go to the smithy. I'm going to
First
spend
off,
2
that's
gold
one.
so that I get to keep a minion.
We already did Larissa's.
No,
No, this
his.
is Joe's because he has no
Oh, yeah.
influence.
Yeah.
there's no influence.
I'd like a minion for next round. Really, what
Okay,
it comes down
so
to.
there you go.
Some bitch.
He has a robot.
Yeah, you're set up pretty good for the next round. You got one of everything you can hold.
Pretty much.
So for
The other
me,
idea was to try and get influence for the cloud port, but with both of you tapping out, I can't try and get an extra glory off of this.
I'm going to go to the market.
1 and 1.
There's 1 and 1. I'll take this friend.
Presumably setting yourself up for next round.
No, not necessarily. I get a reputation for using the market for Martha
He's
Stewart.
supposed to be that guy.
I'm going to be that guy.
You wrecked it.
I was waiting on it. I was waiting on
Reds
it.
is whenever you use a building in this chart to gain coins, gain +1 coin out of your charter. Which, right now, you don't have that building built, do you?
No.
No.
I may not.
So that friend is currently useless. Richie?
I have my mindset for the third game if this doesn't go the way I want it.
I have my mindset of there's only one building in my charter. Anybody who wants wood's got to give me something. Gotta. Actually, no, it doesn't give me anything.
No, it does. It doesn't give you a
An
thing.
influence and get
It could if you
a grain.
Well, no.
And gold.
No.
There you go.
He won't benefit because it's not his
All right,
robots.
it's my turn. I move this,
Oh,
and I will go to the windmill.
No, you
I will
have this
return
now.
grain to get.
No, you're
an
going to have one more
influence.
turn.
It's not over yet.
It finishes the full.
Oh, well, Larissa. Larissa will end.
You were.
Oh, it goes full
so
circle.
Larissa
Okay.
starts.
Actually, no, it will end on Joe because
Oh, I don't get another turn?
nope.
Everybody gets the same number of
It
turns. Who
completes the
started? You start. Oh, actually, yeah, you are.
So Joe is the last turn of the game.
Oh.
Well, then hold up. I don't need my influence back if I don't get another turn. Give me back my green. Are you sure? I thought it went one full around to the
No,
person
it
who
said,
wins.
everybody
so that
has the
everyone
same
gets
number
the
of
exact same
turns.
number of turns.
So it goes back to first player.
So if the last person moves it to the last spot, that's the end of the game
Yes.
immediately.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
You're right. That's. I just needed 2 more times.
All right.
It wasn't gonna make me win. I promise you that. Just put the building up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It finishes the current round.
I will
Yes,
then
it did.
instead trade it for gold.
Okay, gold it is. That way, at least you start the next game with some money.
Ah,
What?
that's a universal thing for anyone who's using a robot.
Okay.
And the reason I checked it.
Okay.
The reason that works that way is because we know whose robots are whose.
fair.
That's the top of the
And that way, the capacity is literally you start with one minion of
So then the easiest thing to do is that.
yeah, and put your cat up there.
Yeah.
So it's not actually your card; it's
But-
part of the supply.
Keep in mind, there's no way of anybody getting a cat minion, so your one cat minion is a really
now.
good keep for your capacity for now.
Sure. Your turn, Joe.
You in the game? I believe.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Well, Larissa
I would
ended
get
it.
wood so I can decide between
Okay.
wood and coal. So I actually have a play. My play is a
First
non-play.
That
Okay,
is the game.
before in a game, I believe that resolves.
Yes, it
Which
does.
I believe I won.
Well,
It had the most resources and most.
Well, let's see what it does first.
Yep.
Yeah, we got to scratch that off and everything.
Goodness.
And hand me the rule book in case we have more rules to add.
Yep.
This
There
way it's
you
just
go.
a little easier.
Yep. There you go.
Again, I have a ton of
I do
resources.
appreciate the fact that the metal coins they included are sufficient to actually scrape the crap off the cards.
Okay.
All right. So,
First off, the
Okay.
guidepost rule. The guidepost aim was what? Most resources in gold.
well, no, hold on a second. Well, yeah, it's called have the most resources in
Yeah,
gold.
and then the option triggers. He has a lot of resources and gold. I think he gains the extra glory for the point for that.
Well, just
well,
read
see
the
what does
card.
it say?
Well, he's going to have a choice depending on who has the most.
I
Okay,
have 2 gold
so-
and 7 resources.
He gains
Does
one
anyone
glory
have-
regardless, and then he has an option.
If you would like a bonus, basically, here's what it's going to amount to. We need to first know. First thing we need to know is we need to know who actually has the most coins and resources. That's him.
Right.
So you have a choice to make. If you would like a bonus for all the coins you have collected, we will open crate A. Which is the Angry King option. If you would like the Happy King option and would like a bonus for all of the resources you've collected, we will open crate B. Would you rather A or B?
He has more resources. You get a bonus for every resource.
I'm gonna go for the happy, the one
Okay.
with the resources.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if it's
So-
one for everyone, but it's
You gain one glory for being basically the guy to choose.
Okay.
That's
Yep.
from the rule book.
Yep.
Then whatever bonus you get from this.
Okay.
So this
Crate
is going
A.
to be crate A. Card 1.
Glory, not victory point.
I know. I'm just I got 1 glory from that too. So that's
Well,
wasting of
we're going to wait for that until we get done scoring.
Yeah, I'm just figuring out myself.
So,
Just remember, your glory is +1. Yeah, if people didn't start trying to close it out, I was going to try and gain resources, but
That's why I just
You-
went.
well,
I
I
went for
mean-
the last ditch effort if I want the damn guidepost.
I'm going to put this here for the moment to,
oh, that's
to
what.
show that you
Yeah,
have
that's
that.
for the glory.
The Forever King is happy to hear that you want to support the Eternal City with raw resources. Oddly, when you try to take the resources to the Eternal City, you find that there is an invisible barrier preventing you from leaving it.
What?
After extracting all cards from Crate B from the index, use those cards to follow these instructions in order. Some rule cards replace older versions that are in the Chronicle, affix newer rules on top. Updates on the updated rules are marked with a red arrow. Okay, so
Sorry, guys.
Curious.
after extracting all, follow through. Okay. Let's see. So all cards for this are going to be 25 through 27. So that's these. And see instructions will tell me to open 141. Okay. So the new rules will be the new end of game rules.
Okay.
New end of game rules will include the following. So in addition to its regular guidepost rule, regular end game scoring, regular glory, regular winner. Non-winners will increase the capacity for one type of component on your chest.
Ouch! I'm getting burned from this win after all.
Mark all personas you used. And based on your capacity, keep some components and discard the rest into the general supply. The remaining rules stay the same.
Okay. We'll go through in the game together in a moment. He's going to keep
Yep.
reading.
The next one is for inactive charters. To keep the village growing at a steady pace, follow these steps once per inactive charter with at least one open plot in order. Shuffle the advancement deck. So basically, these are rules, which I'm not going to bother reading the entire thing because it's for having less
Inactive
than 5
charters,
players.
which we don't have.
Right. Setup and general supply. Create piles of coins. So the new ones are step 4 is guidepost. Place the current guidepost on the board. First player maintain personal supply from your charter chest. Select one persona card. Place all of your advancement cards face up. Worker meeples, 12 influence tokens, and put your VP on 0. Ongoing glory bonus in reverse player order. Gain any bonuses for the completed rows on your glory charter chest. So that's now rule 4. Okay, so here we go.
Now I feel bad because that capacity would have been huge.
Action. Each player, not just Cheezus, gains 1 VP for every remaining resource. So you gain 7 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You.
I gain none.
You.
2.
1, 2. You.
None.
You.
One.
1.
And I have
you
2.
gain 2.
1, 2.
Follow the instructions for the end of the game, starting with step 2. We will add them to the chronicle, and then guidepost. Read this card to all players. So,
Okay.
and that is story 6. So we're going to finish the end of game stuff, and
Let me put this on real quick.
card 401 will be our next guidepost.
This is interesting.
Well, I should have went with the Angry King. Now I want to see what the Angry King.
Okay.
Maybe if you play the game again.
All right. So starting from 2, in player order, starting with you, gain VP for reputation and persona cards that have an hourglass. Your reputation got you 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because there's a 3-way tie for a 4-way tie.
Yep.
For yeah.
Please.
Mike gets 7.
Yep.
He's
1,
blue.
2,
I'm blue.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
4
You
points.
get
4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I get 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's good.
And purple gets 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, and I get 10, so I'm at 45. I know, right? It's like I had the point of I'm going to get 4 glory from this. 3, glory. Each player gains glory based on their position on the VP track. Starting with you, you get 2 plus 1 for the guidepost.
Yep.
So you'll get 3 that you
get
assign.
3 glory.
Mike,
Mhm.
you get 2.
Yep.
2, 2, 3,
Oh, yeah.
4. It's like I had a goal, and I achieved.
I'm 4 shy of completing my first one.
Well, here's the irony. I went to go increase my capacity, not realizing that everybody else would be increasing their capacity naturally this game. But I will also gain a victory.
So that means we get to leave with 2 resources. We need to start the next game with 2 resources, 2 coins. 2
No, you get
No,
to
you
pick,
get
you pick
one
one of
of-
those to fill in, and it becomes your next one.
Like you
I'll
could,
wait till we get to that point.
Yes.
for
May I
you,
borrow your pen?
you're going to be
Yeah,
keeping at least
take
one of
care where I
these.
want my glory.
At least one of these.
Well, I
At
know
least
where
one of
all
these. You can choose to keep another. I get a robot. That's important for me because that was also another goal when I realized, hey, I can get a robot.
Yep. So there is my minion. There is my gold. I have no resources.
Don't forget to mark the persona you used. So
Yep.
fill that in with black.
And doesn't that change the way the persona...
Well, no, it just
You
it-
get
No, I mean-
something for blocking it in this turn.
Yep.
I don't remember what you get.
it's for the campaign.
At the
It's
end of the campaign,
you get
you
extra
get
points.
victory points for every persona you use, basically. After the starter one. So, like, next game, I'm in the hole. I don't have another persona.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to name it.
And I am going to choose to keep an extra advancement card.
I chose to keep resource. I don't know if that matters.
What means you will start the next game with 2 resources.
May I borrow that pen?
Pen.
2 of the resources that were left over from the previous
Yes.
games, right?
Yes.
But then I'm going to go ahead and give back my other resources that I'm not.
So we all get to add 1 to our capacity.
Yes.
I need to.
Joe does not because Joe is a winner.
But I have a victory for the end of the campaign.
Yes, you do.
Non-winners are the only ones that are supposed to color this out, correct?
No.
No, everybody.
Anyone
does
that
Persona.
used it does that.
Yeah. It's the capacity thing that.
I don't
Are we
care.
going to try to get in another game? I have time for it.
I have no problem with that.
Another game would be fine by me.
Okay.
That
I
would
do
have
need
a
to
lot
mark for
faster than I
victory.
thought it would.
I get.
Before we,
How many glories?
you get 2.
You have to.
Before we end,
Mhm.
we have to decide what we're keeping.
Yes.
I've already done so.
So I'm gonna keep 2. So that's these 2. If you don't keep these,
They go into the general supply. They will go into the general supply.
Oh, so they don't go into your box.
Nope.
No, because they are advancement cards. Okay. So I don't have another persona. I get to keep 1 advancement card, 1 minion,
Oh, sorry.
1 resource, and I will choose coal. So that wood goes back to the general supply, and 1 coin.
Okay. So then.
I chose to keep the alchemist lab,
So-
2 coal and 1 coin.
Actually, you know what? I will keep the wood in hopes I get the
Pass me the
wood.
chef. That's my chef.
Your chef. There's
Is
your chef.
everybody
Like,
done
it-
with the
You
VP?
could keep-
So,
keep my chef.
folks.
yes.
All right, folks, that will wrap it up for this episode on YouTube. If you're with us on Twitch, we're going to be playing another game, so give us a moment to reset and all that.
Yep.
But for you YouTube folks, thank you for joining us for Game 2 of Charterstone. I pulled out a victory in a fashion that I kind of planned from the get-go and pulled off.
One of those Pyrrhic victories, however.
Pyrrhic, perhaps, in the sense of I lost all my starter buildings, but at the same time, I got 4 glory. And while I didn't know what was about to happen with the whole guidepost thing, I'm happy about that because I'm 3 glory away from finishing one of the bigger rows, which is gain a capacity.
But yeah,
Oh, the irony. But for Rage Quit Radio, I'm your runner in the know, Mr. Joe. We all say a fun, happy farewell, or waves,
Au
or
revoir.
something.
Hi.
Goodbye.
And we'll see you next time on YouTube for Rage Quit Radio.
I love you.